Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill. He promised Chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as Chad's been 9 and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran through to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His supports is also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Most victims across the board we charge the war because his code can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machine. He's not burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if I true fan his chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Clawless Cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. 3 streams nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end.
What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Oh, the mic was on. It's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello, hello, hello. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Turn up my neck box. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. What's up, Jane? Yo, yo. Good to see you here today. Are you ready for this? Yo, yo. You know what time it is. Yes, Jane. It's time to shout out to all my niggas from Guadalajara, Acapulco. I'm cruising in my blue Corolla. I need that money to be a high roller. Trapped in a controller. She's crying upstairs. I have to console her. Swimsuit model with eating disorder. Spent $200 on a DoorDash order. Yo, just a fucking crook with a fucking crooked jaw. False flagging out channel with my puppy dog. I committed fraud. And I got low T's. I'm a low T dog. False flagging. Mundane maggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a faggot. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar.
Sounding any better, guys? Is that okay? How's that sounding now? I do apologise for the microphone issues. I mean, I had no idea how it sounded for you guys. Okay, it seems to be working okay. So I mean, I didn't check my sound, but I was checking if the microphone was on and OBS was behaving itself normally. Like, you know, I could see the bar going up and down on OBS. So I was thinking to myself, oh, the microphone's fine, it's on. So yeah, I got no idea what you guys heard. I'm looking forward to checking that later on, I guess, and see for myself just how fucking bad it sounded. But before we continue, thank you very much to God of Fuck for popping our 6th month's bingo Barry Mercer. As you say, Phil can't left to 20. I don't think he can fucking left 20.
And that's somebody right there who's already got a compromised moral compass.
Right, fucking go. And apparently I sounded... Broside Phil says I sounded like a mouse who had taken a hit of cocaine and meth at the same fucking time. Well, great, you know. Oh, got 25 likes, fantastic. Oh, a free space array for bingo, fantastic stuff from these. And, yeah, Richard McGowan says I have no idea what that was, never heard a mic bug like that. So sorry, thinks I sound like a chipmunk in a blender. Sorry if I can go. Fantastic stuff. Anyway, I do apologise for that bizarre start, you know. I guess, but I have no idea what caused it. I just unplugged it and plugged it back in again, and it seems to be fucking fine now. So now you fucking go. All's it fucking ends well. I mean, I literally changed no settings or anything, and nothing whatsoever was changed right into the microphone. So maybe it's just a fucking strange connection, or loose connection, or something, which caused it to bug out or something. Who knows? But we're here now, and we're waiting for the bad man to wake up. The bad man is not yet awake. Almost 5 minutes past the hour, the bad man's not awake. And in case you're wondering, like I was wondering, if Raw Phil might have the wrong YouTube chat, and no. This is Phil's live stream right here. There's no one there. There is no one there. Absolutely no sign of any other fucking human beings whatsoever in Phil's stream. And he's doing a live in less than 10 minutes time on YouTube apparently. Oh hell, this is somebody with a channel of 220,000 subscribers. Wow, you know, They're just fucking knocking at the door to get into Phil's fucking stream. God almighty. It's awful. It's just cringe. Anyway, a couple of things to go through, and then I've got some videos as well to watch and enjoy and all that jazz. First of all, I stole this. I shamelessly stole this from my bingo thumbnail today. You know, I have muscle tone now. I was just like fucking straight in there. I'm stealing this for tonight's bingo thumbnail. Thanks for sharing. I ain't even waiting for permission. It's too good. So yeah, that's what I fucking said. And I was yeah, I stole that shit. I love how Phil's a person who would see the bulge in his elbow joint and think his arms are, you know, look at the bulges in my arms, so that's your elbow. There's nothing else to it. If I can go. So I shamelessly stole that for the bingo thumbnail. Billy Mitchell randomly getting involved with oh, he responded to Phil. Phil tweeted earlier on 10 hours ago saying, so it's true, the amiibo floor is finally crashing, all the $30 amiibos didn't sell and now have a massive drop in price. Good. And Billy Mitchell responded with a picture of Phil's face and the words Beggar King. So yeah, it's always entertaining when Billy Mitchell is a known, very prominent gamer and all that jazz, you know, from way back in the day, whatever. Somebody surrounded in their own controversies, they're getting involved and just dumping all over Phil. So fucking fair play to them for doing it. Apparently, I'm told that it's not actually Billy Mitchell themselves. It's like Billy Mitchell's son or something. Apparently, Billy Mitchell's son is in charge of his social media or some bitch, you know what I mean? But it's still fucking funny. You know, it's still fucking hilarious to me. Couple of things to go through here. Actually, there's a tweet here from Rebsy. So Rebsy went and retweeted their own video from way back in August of last year. So back in August of last year, so Rebsy had a video here saying, so I want to remind everyone that even though he says he's living the life we trolls are seething, he still has a broken dishwasher, a broken shower handle, the pipes inside the walls leaking from the rust, cracked tiles and floorboard damage from the water due to worn out seal. But Phil's still fucking claiming that he's living his greatest life, whatever. And this is like, also, this clip itself was from way back in August of last year.
Right now, I've got a dishwasher sitting downstairs broken. I can't use it. So right now, I have a broken dishwasher that I can't do anything with. I have a bathroom that last year, all right, started having issues. Remember I told you guys about this, that the handle broke in the shower, the master shower? So I go to look at it, and it's not just the handle, but the pipe in the wall is leaking, which has caused rusting of the pipe in the wall. And so that's a major issue. That whole wall needs to be busted out, and that pipe needs to be replaced. In addition, the tiles on the floor were cracking. And when I looked into it, I found out on the other side of the shower, the seal under the glass window, you know, the side of the shower, had been worn out, and water had been seeping into this crack for years. That water had gone down the side of the shower and destroyed the floorboards in front of the shower, bubbling them up, making the tiles crack. So, in order to fix my shower, not only do I have to have the handle replaced, I have to have the whole pipe in the wall replaced, I have to have all the tiles broken out and then rebuilt, then I need to have the whole floor removed in front of the shower and likely repaired or replaced, and then have all new tiling and new sealant done. So this went from, oh, this is like maybe a couple $100 repair to, oh, this is probably like a $5,000 repair.
Oh, this is probably like a $5,000 repair.
Right now,
Yeah, that's an interesting little end of the clip there, actually, from the tips tracker.
Like a $5,000.
Yeah, $5,000 repair. And that's what he made between the 16th of July and the 16th of August. It made about almost $6,000, so ain't that funny. So why is this relevant today, in case you're wondering? So this is an old clip, an old tweet from Rebsy, and also this is, you know, them retweeting their own tweets from way before. Phil dropped interesting lore last night on the truck sim stream. Phil apparently managed to fix one of his toilets. Wow. But you know, the most amazing part about that is apparently he charged his audience $150 to share the news he managed to fix one of the fucking toilets. Not fix the bathroom. The bathroom's still fucked apparently. But apparently Phil Burnell actually fixed a toilet. But when he was sharing that news, he charged his audience $150 so he could share them the good news. Wow, isn't that incredible? Imagine charging your audience money just to share some random asinine news like that, you know? Like, guys, you know, it's like, guys, if you guys give me hundreds of dollars today, I'm going to show you incredible news, and then I get the fucking money. It's like, guys, I put on trousers today. I put on my big boy pants today. Isn't that great news? Wasn't that worth the fucking money you gave me? Like, no. Who cares? Also, Meowblock has put together a compilation of I used to lift clips. And this is like things from like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago, whatever. Or whatever. And Broside Phil responded to this saying at best, this is misinformation, more likely fiction. 20 to 30 pounds of solid muscle, possible yes, but only under truly optimal conditions. And the bit in the cowboy hat is incredibly important. There's also one of the clips is obviously from the Ask King. He did not train for hypertrophy. This will be mentioned in an upcoming video, which Broside Phil I believe is working on right now. So there you go. But let's watch a clip here. Let's see what Meowblog has put together here about all the times that Phil has talked about fucking, you know, when he used to lift. I used to lift a lot, shit.
Shout out to Capitalist Pepe who did 100-bit cheer and says, my arms look beefy. Do I even lift, brah? No, I don't. I used to. I used to lift for a while, actually. And that's when I actually got, like, I used to be, I'm not even lying, I used to be a twig. I used to be, like, super skinny, like a fucking string bean. People in high school called me, like, string bean because I was so skinny. And when I was in college, I worked out.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
For a while, lifting weights and stuff, and I beefed up. But it's funny because my arm is a decent size, but I have really, really long arms. So this part of my arm is really skinny, but my actual upper arm is bigger. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I have like abnormally long arms. Big Boy Dumper did another 20-bit cheer. He says, I'm told that the buff amount added makes you bulkier for life, though. Right. No, that's true. If you actually lift weights, even if you don't maintain lifting weights for your life, you'll still maintain muscle mass. Like my dad, like I said, oh fuck. My dad, like I said, he used to weightlift when he was younger. Right now, he's buff. Like, he actually has muscle mass and everything. Even though he hasn't lifted in like 20 years, he has muscle mass and everything. He looks buff, which is pretty crazy. You maintain that shit. Big Boy Dumper did a 10-bit cheer and he says, did you ever lift weights? Yes, I lifted weights throughout college. My college years. It was about 2 to 3 years I was lifting weights constantly. My dad's, because my dad also used to be a bodybuilder when he was younger in his 20s and 30s. So he had a lot of leftover weights, and I used those to weightlift for about 3 straight years in my basement when I lived with my parents. And I've gained, no lie, I used to weigh probably between...
In my basement when I lived with my parents. Not really your basement, is it? You know, it was my basement. So you're a basement dwelling... It wasn't even your basement, but fucking whatever, Phil. Yeah, it's your basement. That's your part of the house, Phil.
To weightlift for about 3 straight years in my basement when I lived with my parents. And I've gained, no lie, I used to weigh probably between 160 to 170 pounds. And that's when I gained probably about 20 to 30 pounds of solid muscle. I was like low 200s, maybe 210 with muscle.
Why would I lie? I imagine it's like breathing for you.
And sadly, over the years, I don't do it anymore, so now the muscle has been replaced with fat. But I am, you notice when I go like this, you can see I got muscles in my arm. That's because I lifted. I used to lift. I only went to college for 1 semester, and then after that, I commuted. And it was me commuting to school back and forth, holding a job to pay for school, and traveling around playing Street Fighter, and that was it. I mean, that was the era when I was lifting weights, too, and I gained a lot of muscle mass and everything. Because it was funny, in high school, I was a string bean. It's funny because now people say, oh, Phil's fat. Dude, in high school, I was skinny as fuck. I was 6 feet tall and super skinny. Like, rock skinny, like just skin.
Phil, you've never been 6 foot tall. You're under 6 foot. You fucking round up to 6 foot, but you're fucking 5'10" or whatever, 5'11". You're not 6 foot. As somebody who's 6 foot fucking 4, Phil, let me just fucking tell you, you don't get a fucking round up to try and sound more impressive. It don't work like that. You're still fucking under 6 foot, you fucking midget prick.
Bones and a little bit of like that. What's the word for like tight muscle? I didn't have like mass on my body at all. And then in college, I gained weight. So then when I stopped commuting to college, I said, I'm going to turn this weight into mass. And I started lifting weights for like 2 years, and I gained a ton of muscle mass during that time period. When I used to lift weights, if you get into weightlifting, like, it actually feels good. Like, I'm not even kidding. It makes you feel good because your body likes the feel of what's called the pump. So if you actually get into heavy exercise, weightlifting, etc., it'll actually feel good over time.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, what Phil is saying here, and I think Broside Phil can probably agree to it to some degree, like, exercising is a fantastic fucking way to, like, you know, it's actually also, it's good to fucking exercise, you know? It's a fantastic way to fucking just kind of, it's encouraged to do, put it that way. People, you're always being encouraged to fucking do exercise, be active. Being active is good for your body. It gets fucking adrenaline flowing, you know, that shit, you know what I mean? And it's good to fucking be active. You know, whether you're fucking going to the gym or just going out for a fucking good walk or whatever, you know what I mean? It is good to be fucking active. But it's just... the way fucking Phil will describe it is fucking crazy. This is the same guy. Phil Burnell had his adrenaline pumping, remember, when Leanna dumped his ass and he had to do his own laundry. You know, when Phil had to do his own laundry and the adrenaline rush he got by doing his own fucking laundry because he's not used to fucking doing it because Leanna did it all the time. Yeah, that's the sort of person we're dealing with here.
It'll just be initially that it feels like shit. For me, it was always the results. Like, when I started lifting weights, it's because my dad recommended that I did, because my dad had a big weight set in the basement of our house, because he used to be a weightlifter when he was younger.
So I can imagine the conversation like, son, you little fat bastard, you need to fucking get away, you know, hit the weights, come on. I was like, these are my weights, you can fucking use them too, come on, stop being such a fat fuck boy. He's like, okay, Dad.
And so I started doing it, and without even realizing it, within like 6 months, I had like such amazingly good results. My body beefed up. I used to be like super duper skinny. All of a sudden I started getting muscles everywhere. It was just like so weird and different from how my body type used to be. And people around me were commenting like, dude, like you are beefed up. Like, what is going on?
Name one. I wish Phil were now. Phil, aside from your mummy and daddy, right? Find me one human being on this planet who you can fucking verify said that. You know, I would give Phil $100 if he can fucking have actual evidence that there's another human being that fucking said that about him. Easiest money I'll never have to give, because there's no way that another human being would admit to ever saying that to Phil.
And I was like, yeah, I lift weights. You said yourself that you used to be active when you were younger. You did things like bodybuilding, you played sports. What about them do you not like? First of all, I did not bodybuild. I lifted weights. Lifting weights for health purposes is not the same as bodybuilding. I was not a bodybuilder. I told you my dad at one point was a bodybuilder, and then he stopped doing it as well, but I never bodybuilt. I just basically used the same home gym he had in the basement, and I lifted weights for a while. It was about 1.5 years that I lifted weights. Pretty hardcore when I did it. Now, why am I not interested in sports?
Jesus Christ. And so Phil is on this bizarre little kind of random, I don't know if you want to call it a health kick or whatever, I mean, but he's definitely trying to promote the whole thing about him like flexing or whatever or not shit. I raised a question earlier on Twitter, you know, about some food for thought. Phil has for many years now claimed he's not got the time to work out due to his streaming schedule. You know? For years, people have suggested to him fucking, you know, work out, maybe go to a gym or just fucking do. But Phil's always claimed that it was impossible for him to fucking do this shit because he didn't have the time because of his streaming schedule, okay? It was his fucking work ethic that stopped him from fucking making sure he took care of himself and his fucking health apparently. Now, his schedule has not changed in the fucking slightest. It's not deviated in any fucking way. The times are the same fucking times as they've always fucking been. And yet all of a sudden Phil Burnell is suddenly claiming that he has time to fucking work out so much that he's turned into a little beefcake. So, the question of course is, how can Phil have time now if he had no time before? You know what I'm saying? Because he fucking blamed him streaming for him not having fucking time to fucking do this shit. You know? And a lot of people are thinking that Phil's kind of random flexing or like, you know, working out. People think Cat's gone. People are thinking Cat's gone. This is why Phil has all, you know, all this time all of a sudden, because there's, you know, and this is why he's trying to fucking improve his body as well. Or, you know, if he's being honest with it, because Cat's gone. I don't believe Cat's gone. I don't think she's gone, because I don't think she would leave Jasper for one thing. I don't think Phil would be able to look after Jasper by himself for another thing. And it's just, nah, I don't, like, where will she go? You got to remember, Leanna, when Leanna left Phil, she had, like, her own friend group. She had her own job as well, you know what I mean? She had some sort of independence, and she had options, and she had people around her. She had some sort of support structure in place around her to leave Phil behind. As far as I can tell, Kat's not done that whatsoever, you know what I mean? But you know, also, we know very little about her, of course, you know. But by the sound of things, I mean, she's not on any social media whatsoever ever, as far as I can tell. You know, as far as you know, her whole life is just basically, you know, fucking, she works sometimes part time, and then she goes home and plays video games sometimes. and that's essentially that's all we fucking know. So I don't think she's got the exact this is the kind of support structure, friend group or whatever structure that Liana had. I don't think she has those advantages. Also bear in mind the damage that Phil has done to her in the time that he has known her. Also because, you know, this is not just a fucking simple case of us, you know, they're married as well, which obviously complicates things as well. She can't just say, okay, fuck it, it's done, I'll move the fuck on and find someone else. You're still fucking married to the fucker. So, I don't know, it's a bizarre one, I don't know, but I don't think she's gone. That's just more than fucking taking it. Shut up. Oh, look, Phil's awake. Good morning, all. Was Phil waiting for somebody to talk in a stream chat to start? I think Phil was waiting. I think Phil was waiting all this time for someone else to start talking in a stream before he started talking himself. 1 minute after some people start talking, he's like, hey, good morning, everyone, yay! He was there the whole time, sitting silently, seething, waiting for anyone to fucking care about him being there. Nobody fucking cared. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's a very embarrassing. Oh, Bob Starsky. Oh. Bob Starsky shared a picture of the dog. My boy had to be sedated for a CT scan of his leg. He is high as a kite right now. That dog's high as fuck. That dog's tripping balls. There we go. Because Bob Starsky and our wee dog. Such a cute dog. Anyway, there's a couple of things for us to watch before we start playing bingo. Okay, first of all, it's a compilation. Well, actually, they're both Snort Banal compilations. Okay, this one is from a day stream, for the entirety of a day stream, where Phil says, well, it was, you know, it was also most of the day stream was all about the gameplay, him playing Silk Song or whatever, you know, and yeah, and the night stream compilation is about making Truck Sim and how Phil scammed his audience. Jesus Christ, man. It's just basically, a Truck Sim is basically a big massive beg segment. And also, I believe that Phil also threatened once again that if he didn't get $150, he would just wage quit the game and never return to it. So, the game had a gun to its head the entire time, while he was trying to get people to give him money so he could tell them, like, super secret things, which turned out to be, he fixed his toilet. Anyway, that's the next video. The first video is just Phil playing Silk Song very fucking badly indeed.
Phil has the pignosis. He mind and brainwashes his viewers into contributing. Make a contribution tonight. Here we go. You ready? Woo! Woo! Okay, I'm indoctrinated. Sounds good. And it's the power of cultish groupthink mentality. I'm a cult leader. I think the pignosis works. Play the game. We are going to play the game once we build up more of an audience. So we're not doing it yet. How many do we have? Yeah, not enough. Not enough, I'm not starting. I refuse. We need more. Look at that. We have like no one on Kick. Jeez.
Who fucking cares?
50 viewers on Kick. Are you kidding me? We need more than that. I can't be starting with 50 viewers. I know that YouTube is a sinking ship. There's no way I could get DSP Gaming to grow. It's done. Even if I were to change the formula of what I do on DSP Gaming to be longer videos, edited videos, nothing's going to work.
Facehugger says, any resume with a 17-year gap in work will throw in the trash. There's no 17-year gap in work. I've been self-employed for 13, 14 years. I'm self-employed. I have my own registered business. I'm not unemployed. What a dumb thing to say. I have more work history than most people because I have my own business that I've successfully operated for 14 years.
Well, the downside to that, of course, is if you're going to try and use your YouTube channel as a way to promote your business, and you've got, you know, prospective employers, they'll see that, for fuck's sake, you know? No, can you actually, he's trying to brag about his YouTube channel as evidence of him being super successful. You fucking show any employer that channel, and there's a strong likelihood they're gonna fucking see Phil begging. Especially in the most recent fucking videos we have, you know what I mean, Phil? There's no fucking way. I think, yeah, can you imagine the employer going, please, Mr. Burnell, show us, can you link us to your channel so we can see the sort of content creation you do and see how good a job you're doing or whatever, and check out the demographics and all that shit, you know, and the analytics or whatever, and you just thought, let me tune into this video. It's just fucking him begging. They've got different fucking videos, they're not fucking different begging somebody, him banning somebody, him calling LTG like nasty things or whatever. It's just, there's no way. Like, his channel, his YouTube channel, is not going to get him any employment whatsoever down the line. It is not happening, it's not possible.
And I have the track record to prove it. I'm not unemployed. What are you, stupid? What a dumb thing to say. Wow.
$75 tip. Someone says, I am loving your Silk Song streams. Thank you so much, whoever that is. It is anonymous.
Which of course means it's fake.
My tip animations are manual. My tip animations are manual. I literally could have faked every tip I've ever gotten, and there's no way you would know that.
Precisely.
This sucks. I do the whole thing over. As you make progress, I mean, there's no checkpoints, and you're learning. You have to keep learning over and over where to go through trial and error. And anytime you fail, you go all the way back to the beginning. Do you think he did enough damage? I didn't get it. You're kidding me. At least I get back to the save point. But dude, that's annoying. So he broke the footing under me and I couldn't heal. Now, how did that make sense? That actually doesn't make sense because you can heal when you're in the air. That's a game mechanic I disagree with. If you're standing on a piece of ground, you're healing.
Who
They
fucking
break the
cares?
ground, you should still heal. Why? Because you can heal in the air. Doesn't matter if you're on ground or not. Your heal should complete.
Baby Phil is crying. If you are watching and enjoying today's stream or on demand, thank you so much. I appreciate your viewership. If you could support the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. Notably, if you're watching on Kick today, we are looking to hit a sub goal for the week because I lost a bunch of subs over the last week. I'm trying to get them back. Please either subscribe or gift a subscription to your fellow viewer. That would support this channel tremendously right now. If you could, I would really appreciate it. But anything is appreciated, whether it's super chats, memberships, subs, kicks on Kick, tips, whatever. It's all good. Please support the stream and thank you. Look, Phil is just a full-on. This is his business. Is just begging and being greedy.
Are you kidding? I couldn't move. First of all, I didn't want to heal. That was an accident. It was a complete accident that I did it, and I was frozen in place, and he got 2 hits in a row on me. Double hit. Come on, dude. Oh, my God. I hate those.
Oh my God, he's drinking Hulk Hogan's sperm?
Wow, dude. What in the holy hell happened? I don't even know. I have no idea what any of that was. It was insane. Now I gotta go all the way back. Oh my God.
Guys, by the end of the stream, can we get 25 subs? Seriously, we're at 17. If we get 25, that's good progress towards our goal of 150 that I want to hit by the end of this week. All right, that would be great. If you like the content, if you're watching on Twitch, on Kick, and you want to support it, becoming a sub or gifting a sub would help a lot. Okay.
No, I'm not playing Pac-Man World 2 Repack. Didn't even know it was coming out. Dude, what is going on? This is bullshit. I'm gonna die now? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm literally doing the dive attack. It should bounce, and instead I'm getting hit. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's pissing me off. I shouldn't be taking damage from that shit. Now I'm gonna die, and I have to start over. Fucking bullshit. Oh my God. See, it's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. That should have better hit detection, and it doesn't. It actually is incredibly frustrating that hit detection is that bad.
No, I did nothing wrong. I make mistakes. I'm a fallible human. But most of the things that happen to me, I didn't do anything wrong. What did I do wrong? Nothing. Zero.
I did the dive attack, it didn't come out. Sucks. The dive attack is my one weakness in the game. It just doesn't work right. And I think, honestly, I think it's the controller. I think that if I had a better controller...
Yeah, it's not you.
I'd be able to do aerial combat better.
Fuck off.
I'll be back tonight. Now, tonight is our weekly chill stream of American Truck Simulator. So I certainly hope that you guys will come back for that around 7 p.m. Pacific time. And yes, there will be some booze involved. I have to go put some in the fridge. I have to get out of my my garage storage and put some drinks in the fridge for tonight. What will we be doing? I have no idea. Honestly, I don't even remember what we did last week in Truck Sim. But it was good. I hope you'll come back and chill with me. I mean, after all these very, very challenging games I've been playing, we need a chill stream. Seriously, we need a chill stream tonight. So I hope you'll come back tonight between 7.
I thought that was the whole purpose of Suikoden 2. Wasn't that meant to be the fucking chill retro stream and all that shit? And fell fucking template wage quit that because I wasn't getting the money he wanted.
30 p.m., 2 hours of chill fun tomorrow. The daytime stream will be Chronos. As you can see, tips were abysmal. I absolutely rely on tips, and I can't get rid of them. I need them to do things daily, every week. You know what I mean? There's still this back here, and it's still in the back of my neck,
the back of my head, the back of my mind is always telling me.
It's WWE Champions time.
Of course it is.
I love it. I love it.
Well, fucking love it. Good stuff indeed. And the bad man is not yet awake, is he? He's not. He's still. God's sake. Not even close to going live yet. He has almost got 100 viewers though, so there you go. Well, wait for the bad man to go live. How about watch the other compilation? The night stream compilation, where begging was abundant. You know, if we reach $150, I'll tell you what cologne I use. I mean, I think we can all speak for everyone here. When we all say,
who fucking cares?
Selling secrets. Fuck off. But yeah, here's a night stream compilation. God help us all.
Save the pig. What the heck? A pig with a party hat.
The Nicky Piggy.
Hello, Mr. Piggy. The Zicky Piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
But we don't hit the goal, it's out of the rotation, and now we are busy. We're gonna have non-stop new releases. So understand, if it's out of the rotation, it's out for good. It's not gonna be just coming back again in 2 weeks. No, we have too many games to play now. So I will keep it in the rotation. If you guys support, I hope you will. If you're gonna support tonight, I have a very strong recommendation. Okay? If you're watching on Kick tonight, I lost something like 200 subs on my days off.
Who fucking
It's because
cares?
I guess my days off had coincided with some days previously when people had been very generous and gifted like 50 subs a pop, you know, and a few people did it. And they all expired and no one renewed. So we went down like 200 subs on the channel, okay? My goal is to get 150 subs total by the end of this streaming week.
It's a reward for the audience staff. I mean, what did the audience gain from this? You getting this reward? If you hit this goal, what is in it for them?
Currently, I believe we are at 17. Let me check on that. Let me check that goal. We are now at 18 out of the 150 goal that I have set. So tonight, if you are on Kick and you are going to support this stream to keep Truck Sim in the rotation, drop some subs.
It's just fucking disgusting, isn't it? It's actually fucking disgusting how fucking desperate he's getting for just... There's not even a fucking reward for the subs thing. He just wants the fucking extra fucking kick money. Because that is quicker financial gratification for him compared to fucking YouTube. And waiting for YouTube to not to fucking go. It's just... It's unreal. It really is unfucking real. Phil's gone live, great. I mean... Oh, the stream's a wee bit choppy, it seems. Is that on Phil's end, or is that on Raw Phil's end? It seems a bit choppy, this animation. Not sure what's going on there. But it is usually a lot smoother. I think it was on Phil's end, because all of a sudden this seems a bit, well, actually even then. Not sure this is. I know. We'll put it on pause anyway. The bad man, the bad man's got his black begging shirt on today. The black begging shirt has been worn, so the desperation begging will be probably turned up an extra level or two because of that. Hey Ramon Sanchez, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, the bad man is wearing his fucking ridiculous fake Hawaiian shirt and a black begging shirt as well. God help us all. Yeah, but yeah, we'll just fucking we'll let that speed up just build up, and we'll watch this compilation from Phil's night stream. But yeah, but back to the fucking point I was saying though, it's just, I mean, we know he's a begging piece of shit, but like straight up threatening to fucking quit the game and never play it again unless you're given $150 fucking dollars. That's just like, Phil claims he's too busy to play it anyway because there's a whole bunch of games coming out, and yet he'll keep it in the schedule as long as the fans keep paying them to fucking play it. And it's like, it's just ridiculous. Oh hell, it's just disgusting levels of begging. You'd think we'd be used to it by now, but it just seems to get worse and worse over time.
Alright, please do. That's the best way to support tonight. Let's get those subs up. Let's get them back to where they were. Let's bolster that channel back. Let's go. Now, everything is appreciated. If you want to support in a different way, like let's say you want to try the new Kicks system. Let's say you're on YouTube, you're not on Kick. You want to do some super chats. You want to do a membership, give some memberships to the community. That's fine. If you're on any service, you feel like, hey, I just want to send a tip via PayPal. I don't want to deal with any of those third-party interactions. You do that too. It's all good. I'm not saying don't do those things. I'm just saying the preferred thing tonight to try to get those subs back would be great if we could do that. And I want to hit 150 subs by the end of the streaming week, which is Wednesday for me. Okay.
Oh, woe is me. I need monies because so I have bills to pay and...
No, oh, Villain, he says, after 40, it's hard to gain muscle mass sometimes. No, you're right. I am lucky because I worked out in my youth. Because I worked out in my youth, I have muscle mass. It's just dormant. It's like I'm not using it, so it, you know, it goes away, but it doesn't permanently go away. Basically.
So by the way, so Phil is fucking really trying to push his bizarre narrative. He's a fucking beefcake bitch or something. Anyway, the centre square from Bingo today is basically gym douche mode. If Phil enters gym douche mode, which is basically either he'll start flexing his arms, trying to fucking show off his fucking gains or whatever, or he'll just start talking about fucking lifting weights again. You know, that gets the centre square ticked off. So yeah, I was trying to find a good concise way to fucking, coin the term, and Broside Phil came up with gym douche mode. So yeah, that's so if Phil pulls that shit today in the podcast, you know, it's the centre square today, so I'll get to tick that off.
What happens is it just goes, shrinks. But as soon as I started working out again, immediately within like a week, I was pumping up again. I was like, wow, that was fast. I remember when I first started working out in my 20s, it took a little while for me to build up muscle mass. I didn't have any, and I had to work out, and then finally they pumped up. Wow, it took a while, a few months. In this case, they actually within like a week or two, we're coming back. I was like, this is excellent. You know, thank God I had that history of working out when I was younger, and it's working. It absolutely is working.
Nope. All right, how about this, guys? If you guys get me to the goal right now, I will drop a bombshell on all of you here tonight. Something that absolutely no one knows, absolutely jaw-dropping news, and I'll break it here first, but we got to hit the goal right now.
Okay, that is disgusting. That is actually fucking hideous. The jaw-dropping bombshell news that nobody fucking knew is that he's fucking like repaired his fucking toilet that was broken before.
And I'm actually not, it's not a joke, it actually is true. It never ends. The grifting never ends.
What I'm doing is I'm doing sets of exercises together to work out separate muscle groups. And right now, one night I'm doing 4, and the next night I'm doing 4, and it's all different exercises, and I do 3 sets. Actually, I take that back. Now that I'm rethinking about it, one night, I do 3 sets of all 4 of those exercises. And then the next night, I do 4 sets of 4 separate exercises. And each workout takes between anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, depending. And it's all free weights. It's all free weights based. I don't have like a bow flex. You know what I mean? I don't go to the gym. It's all free weights that I'm doing. And I bought a set of adjustable free weights that are incredibly easy to use.
I like how you're laughing too.
Well, it's funny.
All it is you take the free weight handle, which weighs like 5 pounds, you put it inside and you rotate. So now it's 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds, 25, 30, and you just keep adjusting up as high as you want to go. So you can adjust it to all different, weights very easily. And I was telling people earlier, dude, it was so hard when I was a kid. When I was in my 20s trying to work out, weights were a pain. Unless you went to the gym and you had a giant machine, to have free weights at home were a major pain in the ass. They sucked. They were those, like, either solid, like concrete or metal dumbbells that hurt to fuck around with and have to put them on and off. And they constantly get loose and wiggle and shit. Or it was those sand-filled plastic dumbbells. And those sucked because those would break over time and they would leak all over the fucking place. So now...
Yeah, I'm starting to think that Phil bought the fucking celebrity weights. You know, the ones that are fucking fake. And, you know, a lot of these kind of influencers or whatever, you know, who was it got busted for? I think Sylvester Stallone. It looked like he was like faking doing what he was doing. In fact, it's some bizarre kind of thing, because he's a solid actor, but I've seen a video of him like doing something that looked a bit strange. Oh, to be fair, he's getting, you know, a bit up there in age. But there's accusations going about of these like celebrity style influencers are using fake weights just to fucking make himself look more impressive. So I think Phil got them just to fucking boost his own ego, and he fucking believes his own lies that it's fucking real weights.
They got all these really good ones now that are just, they auto adjust. And I wanted to get like the high end one that was like way high weight. It was actually, I believe it was Bowflex. I think that was the brand. But dude, they were like $600. And I said, well, I can't drop $600 for weights. So I got a set. Ooh, I have to do a vehicle inspection. So I got a set that was like $300. And that's what I'm using right now. And they're fine for everything that I'm doing. And I'll probably still be using them for quite a while. I've been using them for months. I'll probably still be using them for months. Maybe at one point I'll get to the point where I'll need to get more weight, which is fine if I have to. If I have to figure that out and I have to get another set, I will. But for now, I think I'm going to be good for a while. And another thing is, I explained this to the chat earlier. I am not working out to become a giant roided freak. I am not working out so that I can become a muscle man. I'm working out simply to be physically fit for my age. Okay? Because I wasn't. I was insanely out of shape. You know what I'm saying? I needed to get my wind back. I needed to get my muscles back to working shape where I can actually do things, and it's for my longevity, for my health, to live longer, for my wife, and you know, that's what it's for.
Oh, your wife would secretly be happy if you die. It makes me sad to think about that.
So, you're not gonna see DSP on stream.
Wait a second. What the fuck was that clip? What? Where was that clip from? I don't know, that little intermission clip there from Snortburn Hill. Where the fuck did that come from?
Oh, your wife would secretly be happy if you die. It makes me sad to think about that.
So, you're not gonna see DSP on stream one day come out and all of a sudden I'm 350 pounds of pure ripped muscle like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's never gonna happen, okay?
Careful how you say that name, Phil. You can't have butchered it before, remember? Arnold Phil's stationary.
But you will see me get toned. You will see me be more muscular and...
Shut up. Please shut up, you dense idiot. We'll believe it when we see it, but currently the evidence does not support your claims.
less fat. You're gonna see that because I am working out regularly.
Muscle atrophy does, you know, yeah, arguably muscle atrophy would mean you lose weight and get less fat, but muscle atrophy is not a good look for you. It looks like, I've said this time and time again, like, Phil, like, honestly, he's probably diabetic, which can often lead to a big weight loss, and I assume he was told, I mean, I've got to imagine he's been given advice by doctors that he must fucking do something, he must be more active, it's important for him to be more active, for the sake of his own fucking health, which is probably, you know, Mate, if he's bought himself like fucking weights or whatever, then you know what I mean, it's probably fucking, it's essentially the doctor ordered him to, you know what I mean, if you want to fucking, you know, live, you know, longer to fucking potentially even contemplate retirement, you know what I mean, you got to do something. And Phil's like, I work all these days, I work 6 days a week, I have no time, which is why I fucking got fucking weights for home rather than fucking just go to a gym, you know. It's just, yeah, bro side, Phil. I can only imagine how much he's losing his damn mind over his bizarre fucking rant from Phil.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing with working out right now. I'm going to spill the beans on something that you guys know nothing about, okay?
This is the reward for him getting out of the doors.
Tyrone sperm?
So as you all know, I've been talking about how as of, what was it, about a month and a half ago, that I have begun, well, not necessarily me, but there is tracking right now of people who are illegally restreaming me and or stealing my content without making it transformative and reposting it on a daily basis, okay? So that's been going on now for about a month and a half, and I'm happy to report tonight that the lore is that it has nothing to do with that whatsoever. The lore is not that, okay? The lore is much more personal than that. All right, it is. The lore is much more important and personal than that. Fair enough? So, as you know...
Remember, he charged his audience $150 for his upcoming bombshell.
There are people who love to hyper-focus on everything that I say and do, all right? And one of the things that my detractors have hyper-focused on for many years, actually, is that I believe it was once I just casually mentioned that one of my bathrooms has things wrong with it, like it's busted, has things busted in it and stuff. And so people would be like, making fun of me and be like, oh, his bathroom is screwed up and stuff. And then I guess the lore or the joke, the running meme became that Phil has like a bunch of broken toilets in his house.
You got a whole bunch of fucking broken peripherals and fucking appliances in that home of yours, yes, that you've told. So we only know these things because you told the audience, which includes us, you dumb bastard. And there was no update from you, which of course means we are going to assume it's still fucking broken, despite all your fucking extra money you fucking made for the Casino Arc and all that shit. You know? So yeah, of course we're gonna fucking point out these things. We're going to fucking point out, you claim to have a home full of fucking broken dishwashers and fucking vacuum cleaners and fucking broken bathrooms with fucking mold in the fucking walls and all that shit and rust damage and all that shit, leaky pipes. There's all this shit that you have said over the years that is wrong with your home. And the question, of course, that the detractors ask was, is Phil ever going to get that shit fixed? And there was no update from Phil, it was ever going to get fucking fixed, which means we assumed it was still fucking broken. Apparently, that's wrong to do. Apparently fucking question whether the bad man ever got his shit fixed that he told us was broken. It was wrong to question that, apparently.
That don't work at all. And so, you know, his house is all a mess, it's all falling apart. Well, are you ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, I fixed all of the toilets in my house myself.
Who fucking cares?
Were they blocked? Was that what the fucking problem was? Were they all just fucking blocked with some big massive cat-sized shit or something?
This guy is a charlatan. He's a fucking con man.
That's right, I did. I fixed them all myself.
So Phil, how were they broken then? Please give details as to how you fixed this problem. You didn't actually elaborate on why they were broken in the first place. So what broke them? You know, did the cat sit down in the toilet seat and it fucking broke due to the fucking strain of the weight that was on them? Or what? They just buy a new toilet seat and they're fucking fixed? What was the issue?
I ordered the parts, I researched how to do it online, and I repaired every toilet. So all of the toilets in my house are now in working order. And in fact, so I bought two different things because I didn't really know what was like better. And I looked online and no one could really answer, okay? And so I bought two different of the plunger flush assembly things. One is like the typical floater kind, But there's actually, a lot of people don't know this, there's another kind now that isn't the one that floats on the water. It's a different kind. I don't even know how it operates.
Holy shit. I mean, if it sounds like it's actually a very simple problem. Yeah. Wait, he never bothered to fix this for the longest fucking time. Like, was the water not draining properly or something? Was that what it was? So the water, like, it wasn't flushing properly, was it not draining properly, so he fucking thought it was broke? Get a new ball cock in place, well, that's actually fucking perfectly fucking fine. It doesn't sound like it was a big massive fucking issue.
But it has like a hole, there's like a tower with a hole in it. And what happens is, as your tank is filling, when the water hits that hole, I guess it detects that there's water in it and just stops. So it doesn't need to have a floating device to lift up and tell it when to stop filling the tank. Instead, it's like some kind of a water detection. I don't know how it works. I think it's called like Corky's or something like that was the company that it's called or whatever. So anyway, so I had one toilet that 100% was fully functional, had no problems whatsoever. I had one toilet that did not work whatsoever for many, many years. And I had one toilet that was working, but had issues because it was taking forever to fill. And always had, every once in a while, some issues running, okay?
So two of the three broken toilets had the exact same problem, and you never bothered your arse to fucking get it sorted until now, apparently. Why did it take you so long? I mean, that seems very irresponsible, you Phil.
So what I did is I researched online. It's like, basically, it was probably the assembly, you know, the, what you would call it, the floater assembly thing, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called.
Terrified if I can say ball cock on Streamer Link.
And so it needed to replace it. And one of them was easier than the other, because one of them, when I went to do it, actually, and this is why this one was having issues and it took so long to fill, this tank had a leak and I didn't realize it. This tank's, like, the seals on the bolts on the bottom were actually quite loose, and it must be just, you know, it needs to be tightened every once in a while, perhaps. I didn't know that. So I was actually just changing out the entire internal assembly of the toilet, and all of a sudden the thing started pouring water all over the floor. And I'm like, but it's, you know, what the hell? And I looked, and it was because the bolts were actually loose. I had to, like, really hardly tighten the bolts to stop that from happening.
Good job you've been fucking lifting later then, so you can fucking have a strength through it.
But
this is literally, this is like the most basic bitch thing ever. Like, who the fuck cares about random home maintenance? Not actually, holy fucking crap. This is such a non-event story. This is honest to fuck. This is like, who, like, would you mean if I did some random, like, you know, DIY, would you guys care? You shouldn't care, because it's boring shit to talk about, unless it's some sort of interesting fucking thing that happened during it. It's like, what the fuck? And the worst part is he charges audience he charges fans $150 for him to regale them with this incredible story.
now I have 3 working toilets in my home. All of them work perfect. None of them have any issues. None of them run. None of them leak. And I did it all myself. I mean, as I'm getting older, I'm becoming more handy. I'm becoming more healthy. I'm doing all the things that I probably should have done 20 years ago, but I'm finally doing them. It's like I finally have the time and the means to do this shit now. You know what I'm saying?
So I think most homeowners would fucking understand that simple little things like this should be taken care of by them. Phil wants a fucking medal because he looked up some sort of tutorial on how to replace a ball cock in a fucking toilet in a cistern or whatever. You know, like, who fucking cares? Like, Jesus Christ, man. So he's got 3 working toilets to fucking hooray, valedictorian. It, you know, really coming in clutch there.
Which is really cool. So anyway, there's your lore, and some of you might be saying, well, why is that like lore? Why is that big deal? Because my detractors have made it a big deal for years. They've literally said, oh, the guy has like all broken bathrooms and non-functional toilets in his house. What a bum, what a schlub.
But Phil, that is true. Like, it's a literal, that was a factual observation. You're complaining about the fact that we factually observed that you fucking took forever to repair some of the shit that's wrong with your fucking home that we only know about in the first place because you told us it. You're the one that told us, the audience in general, the internet in general, that you had all these issues with your fucking home, with broken dishwashers and fucking broken vacuum cleaners and fucking broken this and broken that in bathrooms and fucking mold and walls. You're the one, you're our source of information. And when we regurgitate that information, you get all pissy about it.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Oh my god, it's not, oh my, Jesus Christ, of course it's our fault that he had to tell a story apparently. Thank you, Warren, for the $1.99 super chat. Says, hey guys, I had to punch my toilet this morning. It happens to the besties, it happens to the besties. There's nothing you can do. But there you go, a great story. Thank you for not charging us $150 to explain about how you went and fixed your fucking toilet, Warren. I do appreciate that.
So I finally said, fuck this, I fixed it myself.
So, let's rewind that to get the full context of the situation here, okay? That title on the screen you just see there, that he is essentially, it feels like we bullied him and shamed him into fucking doing something productive in his own home. Finally, for the first time in forever. He is saying that us constantly mocking him for failing to fucking upkeep his own fucking home led him to finally fucking being a partial responsible homeowner.
Well, why is that like lore? Why is that big deal? Because my detractors have made it a big deal for years. They've literally said, oh, the guy has like all broken bathrooms and non-functional toilets in his house. What a bum, what a schlub. So I finally said, fuck this, I fixed it myself.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Sonny for the $5 Australian super chat, who says, Google says, no, not all houses in Renton, Washington have free toilets. The number of toilets and bathrooms in a house varies depending on its size and age. So there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's... let me remind you again. Phil lives in a home which is designed really for more than 2 fucking people. It's designed for a fucking big family, essentially. He decided that he really needed a fucking home that had 3 bathrooms in it. Or 3 toilets. I think it's 2 bathrooms and 1 toilet, I'm not sure. But he decided that was required and necessary for a home with 2 people. Like, is it so bizarre? It's absolutely fucking bizarre. I mean, it's, why? Oh, hell. But because he lives in that sort of area, or whatever, and he refuses to fucking, downsize, that'll be a sign of defeat. If Phil had to downsize or whatever, that's a sign of fucking defeat and admitting he's fucking lost. Yeah, remember, as Dr. says, remember when he was with Liana, he wanted kids, that's why he got a bigger house. Well, yeah, I mean, well, see, as I said, so some people might know this, I made a video on this ages ago. I made a video ages ago on this very topic where Phil at first sounded like he was hoping for kids in the future. But that mindset changed with Kat entering the picture. It changed very fucking fast. At first, Phil was saying hopefully one day, maybe whatever, we'll see how we're doing. He was hoping to get into a stable financial situation. I think he was talking about trying to get married to Liana first, whatever, potentially not shit as well. But yeah, Kat has basically said no to having children, and that has forced Phil's hand. So Phil will never be able to I guess get to experience that joy. I guess for the sake of humanity, maybe it's just as well that this idiot doesn't procreate.
It wasn't a big deal. It was a matter of researching how to do it properly, ordering all the right components, doing it all properly, making sure I didn't botch anything and fuck anything up so that water would squirt. There was one, I'll be honest, one of them when I was doing it, I didn't tighten. So with the way it works with these, I don't know what they're called, flush assemblies, plunger assemblies, whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know what they're actually called, right? So they're on a shaft, and the shaft rotates to get the height right, because each tank is a little bit...
I swear, if you could have us on mute, and you could just make up your own story, involving Phil and a fucking, I don't know. Phil on his dreams full of sweaty naked men. It's just, the hand gestures. Hold the fuck on. I swear, I'm actually, I'm going to mute this. Let's just mute this, okay, so don't hear Phil's context. And enjoy.
This vest is a symbol of that positivity. It's a symbol that together we can have fun as long as we stay positive. We can overcome anything together. I firmly believe at this point in my life, all right, that no matter what comes my way.
Yeah, I purposely muted Phil because it's funnier this way. It is far funnier this way. You can make it your own bizarre story. Yeah, fuck it. It's funnier when Phil's on goddamn mute. But fine, we'll put him. We'll unmute him and fuck it, we'll get the fucking whole rest of the fucking story or whatever.
I had to turn off the water real fast. I was like, oh, I see what I did wrong. I didn't snap it in and tighten it all the way like it was supposed to be. But that was the only problem that I had. It wasn't messed up or anything. Like I didn't break it. I just a miscalculation.
Who fucking
I haven't had
cares?
sex in ages.
Okay, but there you go. So I have always had 2 working toilets, but one had a running problem. The other one worked fine, and then I had one that didn't work at all. Now I have 3 fully functional working toilets, and I fixed them all myself. There's your lore. So now the detractors can all make videos about this, because you know they're going to. Like, this is what they do. They actually think this.
Well, you charge your audience $150. You charge your fans $150 to tell them that you fucking did something partially responsible for the first time in a long fucking time in your own home. And it's because of us you done it. This is not really a W for you, Phil, to be honest. I got you telling the story is not a W for you in no way whatsoever. It's how can it be? This is a W for us. This is a big massive W for us because we actually fucking made Phil and forced Phil and shamed Phil into actually fucking doing something productive for the first time ever in his own fucking home. It's something that was a simple fucking fix, but he fucking spent years putting it off because he couldn't be asked to fucking learn how to fucking do it because at least one fucking toilet worked. But yeah, this is a big massive victory for us, the detractors, because we shamed the bad man into finally fucking doing something. More to the fucking point, maybe Kat was fucking fed up with fucking Phil not bothering to do anything around the fucking home. She's probably fucking saying things like, I fucking cook, I fucking clean, I fucking do the laundry, I did the fucking washing or whatever, you know, so you got to, you know, why can't you fucking fix a fucking toilet, Phil? I can imagine the conversation must have went something like that.
This is news that Phil has toilets in his house, and I'm not kidding you. What they'll try to do, they will actually try to say that I'm lying and disprove this. Like they'll say,
no, I mean, I don't think you lied. It sounds like an incredibly fucking simple thing that should have been fixed a long time ago. They never fucking bothered to fucking do your due diligence, and I don't think you're lying. I just think it's fucking shocking you fucking charge your own audience $150 to fucking talk about it. Like, yeah. I felt when most of the things that come out of your fucking mouth in the first place is a fucking lie, then of course they're going to fucking question it. You know, is there any evidence of you having repaired these toilets? You know, that's the thing. Because obviously, Phil lies to us on a fucking daily basis, multiple times a fucking day usually. So maybe, I guess it would be good to, you know, maybe we should ask for evidence. Yeah, I'm going to actually start thinking Phil's lying now, until he provides further evidence like screenshots or videos of the toilets actually operating properly and functioning properly.
there's no way that Phil could have actually fixed his toilet. He's not smart enough, right? So they're actually going to do that. You know what I'm saying? They're actually going to start freaking out and be like, his toilet, he didn't do that. There's no fucking way. Idiots.
Toxic toilet juice now says, you watching videos for Snort Brunel? No, I don't watch videos from fucking detractors, you dumb fucking mouth-drooling idiot. Shut the fuck up and enjoy your band.
You do.
What a fucking idiot. Come on, guys, let's crush it. Let's hit a second goal tonight. We can do it. I know we can hit a second goal tonight. Let's get some subs. Again, we're trying to make up for lost subs. We gotta get 150. Right now, we're 30-something. Excuse me, right, yeah, we're 30-something. We're a fifth of the way to the goal. Let's keep going. Let's crush that goal.
What cologne do I use? Do you want to know what I'm wearing tonight? Or how about this? If we hit the goal, I'll actually tell you what cologne I'm wearing tonight.
You hit the goal. You've already hit your goal. You got 150 already. Oh my god. Wait. He's charged his audience $300 to tell the goal. Oh my god. Holy fucking shit, man. It never ends.
Come
it
the
never
fuck in and
ends.
fuck the fuck off.
Thank you very much to Chris Sizemore for popping the 20-month bingo Barry message in. They're saying we should no sell the toilet news. He'll rage. What do you mean? You mean to just ignore it, or just all collectively not fucking believe it? Well, here's what I'm going to do. Until Phil provides video evidence of all 3 toilets flushing properly, I'm going to refuse to believe it. And that's my final stance on it, and I'm going to ignore it from now on.
100%. And it's a good one. It's not some, El Cheapo, discount cologne. It's actually a name brand cologne. I will tell you what I'm wearing tonight.
Sour Patchy cheered. Says, why did the tractor say you're a pig roach? You don't look like a pig or a roach. I don't know. I don't know what that means. That's one of their memes. I don't actually know what it means at all. All right, folks. The only bummer here is that you're not going to learn what cologne I'm wearing, and I'm not taking my shirt off because you guys didn't hit the second goal. So that was the agreement. I'm sorry. Podcast in the morning, and then it is Chronos, the new dawn on the first stream. We're going to do a 2.5 to 3 hour gameplay stream. We're getting near the end. From what I'm to understand, only 2 parts left in the game, and it's about 3 to 5 hours of gameplay. So probably 2 more streams, and we'll beat Chronos, which is the whole point of what I'm trying to do. And then tomorrow night, more Hollow Knight Silk Song. Yes, Silk Song continues again. There's many weeks when I'm living literally paycheck to paycheck, stream to stream, and it's tight, and it's all the time. Things are incredibly tight, and I'm hoping I have enough money for my day off this week. There's still this back here, and it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it.
Well, fucking I love it. Okay, it's time to fucking play some bingo now. Let's get fucking the bingo board up and running. And yeah, let's generate a bingo board right now. Here we go. Brand new center square, as I said, we have a center square for Phil being a gym douche. What does that entail? If Phil starts talking about fucking lifting weights, or if he just starts flexing his arms like he's fucking buff or whatever, then we get to take off the gym douche center square. So there we go, good stuff. I need brand new center square. I need a number for the bingo card. So the first number in chat I see will be the bingo card I picked for today's bingo card. So make it a thumping good one, please, so we can get a good bingo card going here. Dark Side Random was the first number in chat I saw, who said 3251. There we go, 3251. That's been entered. And we need Phil to say and do the following once it generates the card. Here we go. We need Phil to say and do the following for today's bingo card. We need Phil to give a prayer hands. Him saying dude, unique. Him having dead air, and him saying chill. The second row is Phil saying there you go, addition. Right now, that's made its way up to the fucking main list, of course. You guys and subs. The third row is Phil applauding, him saying so anyway, him being a gym douche, him saying contributions, and admittedly. The fourth row is Phil doing a wire T-pose, him saying react, DSP tries it, nonsense, and oh. And the fifth and final row is Phil displaying some YouTuber jealousy, him pigs putting something, him standing up randomly, him saying hate to say, and finally him saying voted. So that's today's bingo card we have for today's stream. We're back to a 5x5 card because Phil, of course, is doing a proper podcast, even though it's not a fucking podcast, but there you fucking go. Now, of course, there's a variety of ways we can get free spaces to help us on our way to a Phil House bingo card. For example, for every 10 sips, snorts, or burps that Phil does, we get a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds that Phil begs, we also get a free space. If Jade shows up and Phil says hi to Jade, we get a free space for that as well. For every 5 new or rejoining members we have to the bingo streams, we get a free space for that as well. And finally, for every 25 likes we get on the bingo streams, we get a free space for each one. And if we manage to get 100 likes on the bingo stream before I finish playing bingo, not only that gives a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bowser animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes on the stream. So there's all the ways you guys can control. Some ways you can get free spaces, but the rest of the ways are controlled by Phil and his bizarre bonus functions, as well as him begging like a little bitch that he is. Now, there's some more things to cover, of course, but I'm going to let the new and improved AI Phil Burnell pig-splain that for me.
Well, hello there, AI Phil Burnell here in the digital flesh. Here to tell you about Marbles on King Jad's Bingo Baddies stream. To add your name to be part of the Marbles games, use the ! Marbles in chat to see how easy it is to do it. And at the end of the month, a winner will be picked. It's just that easy, like wear a T-shirt under a Hawaiian shirt.
And there you go, the bad van's away. And a fucking colourful RGB display. So good stuff indeed. But yeah, I think that's covered all the bases when it comes to the bingo, whatever. Obviously, you know, about the bingo prize ones, obviously, we're getting towards the end of the month, so I guess it's probably good to try and explain the bingo prize one thing for people that might not know what it's all about. Also, every time we get a full house on a bingo card, for a 5x5 bingo card full house, it adds $10 we get a full house. The 3x3 cards add $5 because they're smaller cards. But yeah, every time we get a full house, it adds 10 buckaroos to that bingo prize fund, as well as that, of course, a quarter of the money I make on YouTube every single month goes towards that bingo prize fund. So is that for us? So anytime, again, you know, if there's a lot of super chats and memberships, for example, that a quarter of that money goes towards that bingo prize fund. And on top of that, of course, as well, tips. Every single tip I get, no matter how big or small, also goes towards that bingo prize fund. So there we go. Profit is oh, here we go. Apparently Phil's going to bitch and whine and moan about Comcast again, so here we fucking go. God damn it.
Oh my dog! What's up?
He's going to bitch and whine and moan about Comcast. He knows he's giving plenty of warning of the updates that are happening. Boo-hoo. Anyway, thank you, Warren, for the $1.99 super chat. It says he wants some of those French fry tatters. I mean, is that an next DSP try? Is it? What? I mean, I can't actually remember. Didn't he lock it in? Is it Popeyes? I think he's doing Popeyes next, isn't he? Is that the next DSP tries it where he's doing Popeyes? But he's gonna get those fucking sachets of sauce. Because he doesn't know the word sachet, so he says sachets instead. I don't know. It's gonna be awful. But it's God help us all. But yeah, as I said, that. But anyway, as I said, the bingo prize fund is made of all those things. At the end of the month, the very last bingo stream in the month of September, after the bingo is all said and done, we're gonna have a marble race to determine who wins half of that bingo prize fund. It could very well be you, but if you want a chance of winning half of that bingo prize fund, you've got to make sure that you've left your comment on that community post, which is linked in the description of his live stream, or type in !marbles in the chat and you'll be provided with a link to that stream, to that post on the community page. So there we go. I think I've covered all the bases. The only thing left for me to really do is for me to press a random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more. Please don't be mucky.
Titanic, motherfucker!
It's fucking mucky. Of course it is. Well, I guess there was a chance of that happening, but there we go. Just let me make sure we're on 1.5 speed, and then we'll get on with the bingo. There we go. So good luck, everybody, because here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. On today's show, we've got updates. And when I say updates, I mean updates on everything. We've got updates on the current playthroughs and where we are. Looks like we're actually going to beat one of the games that I've been playing in the rotation relatively soon. I've also got an update on the upcoming Comcast internet upgrades in my area that are going to result in internet outages. I have some additional information on how this is going to work. Now that I have this information, we may actually be able to start planning for what's going to happen. To be quite honest with all of you, it's not very good. It's not what originally I had expected, nor is it really how Comcast had explained it, but I'm not surprised if it is the case. So today we're going to talk all about this. Plus, we got a new DSP Tries It on deck that we'll talk about today. Pretty fun stuff. And of course, tomorrow we get hype because it's Silent Hill F. All this and more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
And we can skip a shitey intro. There we go. 3 things ticked off the board straight away. Fantastic stuff indeed.
Alrighty, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the show. Today is Monday, the 22nd of September, 2025. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 Podcast right here on DSP Gaming. I hope that all of you watching live are having a good day, or if you're watching this on demand, maybe you're actively watching or as background noise or however you like to watch it. Thanks a lot for doing so. How's everyone this morning? Let's see what's up in the chat, shall we? On the YouTube side, we got Squirtle, we got Chris, good morning. Copium, Muckman, Alpha Gun, Ape Escape, Velocity, and more. And then on the kick side, we've got Rebecca, Eliza Pancakes, Asterath, The Grim, Pixel Queen, Eddie Chill, username already taken. We got more and more and more coming in. Big Barb, how you doing? Holy Marcellus, good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right, so today we have a few things to discuss, mostly big updates on ongoing things and things that are coming up. If you remember, originally the plans for this week was it was going to be a 7 straight days of streaming week, including new releases Silent Hill F and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. In addition to all of that, my plan was to push as hard as I could to finish up the games that I'm playing so that I don't have these lingering playthroughs going. And then on top of all of that, now my shirt's bothering me again. On top of all of that, we were going to do a marathon to end the week on Friday with the Worst Games Ever event, right? And then something happened during my days off. Comcast, my internet service provider, contacted me to tell me, starting this coming Thursday, September 25th, they're going to start doing upgrades to the internet in my area. They want to get speeds faster. And I actually have been talking about this on stream for the past couple of days, that in my local area, there are some competitors to Comcast that are actually starting to take the market from them. Notably, there's a couple networks that are offering fiber internet. Fiber internet is a little bit different than the standard internet that we all use now in the United States. Basically, it allows for speeds that are incredibly fast, not only to download, but to upload. Usually, they're about the same. Right now, I believe my download speeds are around 900 megabits or megabytes per second. but my upload speed is like 45 megabytes per second. I want you to think of the difference there, right? So what they're saying is these upgrades now, fiber internet and or whatever the upgrades Comcast is going to do, it should allow for it to actually be much faster. But the problem is, from what they're telling me, it's going to be an upgrade that's starting this Thursday and my internet will be down. Like, that's the message that Comcast sent. And I've reread the message and I went to their website and I read more information. Essentially what Comcast is saying is this. This Thursday, my internet's going to be down. They're starting these upgrades. They're going to do the internet upgrade as fast as humanly possible, but there's no guarantees of when it's going to actually be up or down. What they're going to do is they're going to contact me. They have my phone number, and they're supposed to give me updates. Like, they're supposed to send me a message and say, hey, FYI, today your internet will be down. Or, hey, FYI, your internet is coming back up at this time, so plan on getting it back at this time. They claim they're going to do that. That doesn't mean they're going to do that. That's what they're saying they're going to do. And I don't know how accurate that will be. For example, there have been times when they have contacted me about this stuff before, and it wasn't accurate. Like, there was a time that they said, oh, your internet's going to go down, and it did, but then it came up, and then it was like 3 hours later, then they texted me, they're like, oh, your internet's now back up. Like, no, it was up 3 hours ago. You see? So basically, this Thursday, this is beginning. And so when they contacted me to tell me this, I said, well, what I need to do is have the day off then. If I'm going to absolutely have no internet this Thursday, the 25th, let me just have that be my day off for the week, even though that was supposed to be the premiere day of Silent Hill F and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Instead, I'll take the day off, and we'll reschedule the week around it, and we'll hope for the best, and hope that the internet will work after that. Okay? So that's what I did. And for the record, if you weren't here for the podcast a couple days ago, I pre-purchased Silent Hill F, the Digital Deluxe Edition. This allows me to now play the game 2 days early, so I'm playing it starting tomorrow. Okay? And obviously, I'm excited for that. The reviews are saying this game is stellar. If you haven't seen any reviews on Silent Hill F yet, the reviewers are like over the moon.
Oh, so now you trust reviews all of a sudden because you fucking didn't used to. I could have sworn Phil fucking was very mistrusting of reviews because these are fucking guys that had early access and game journalists, whatever, and all crap. But yeah, all of a sudden, though, you trust the reviews.
Like, this game is so good. It's an outstanding horror game. Do not miss it if you're a horror aficionado. So listen, I am definitely down for that. I'm very excited for it starting tomorrow's daytime stream. And by the way, tomorrow I am not doing a podcast. We're going right into Silent Hill F on the first stream tomorrow.
Which basically means, of course, that we're doing a 3x3 card tomorrow as well, since there's no podcast. So there we go. What fucking pause was that?
And by the way, tomorrow I am not doing a podcast. We're going right into...
I mean, that's not... It's a pose, but it's not a Y pose, so it's not a T pose. No. We can't count it, I guess, because it's not one of his usual poses. It's not a Y or a T pose, so we can't count it.
Silent Hill F on the first stream tomorrow. 3 to 4 hours of gameplay. Very exciting, right? Okay, so that's tomorrow. But here's the problem, right? I can basically schedule everything out until Wednesday. But on Thursday, everything becomes uncertain. I won't even really know what's going to happen until Thursday comes and Comcast contacts me to explain what's going on, okay? So this weekend is completely open. Like I said, I would like on Friday to stream Sonic Racing Cross Worlds as my first stream, and I'd like to do more Silent Hill F as my late stream. This Saturday, I would like to do the Worst Games Ever Marathon. We're doing a marathon setting all day long. We stream the worst games ever made, including Big Rigs, Lord of the Rings Gollum, Kong, Skull Island, E.T., okay, among others. I'm just pulling them off the top of my head. I think that's going to be a very fun marathon event. There's going to be cool, fun times. We're going to be laughing at these horrible games, chilling, booze. I'll be drinking for every milestone of support that I hit as usual. It's just going to be a really fun and special time, and I hope that you'll join me for it. But I can't promise you it's actually happening on Saturday. That's what I want to do. I want to lock and say, let's do it Saturday. But I don't know if it's going to, because it depends on this internet. Okay? So, all this going on, how are things going this week? Well, I'm pushing to make progress and try to get as far as I can in the games I'm playing. We've already suspended Suikoden 2, and I'm not going to be playing it now. We're going to bring it back in the future when there's more time, okay? I've also said, well, sadly, no time for Gears of War multiplayer. I really wanted to do it, but there's just no time to do it right now. I've got to push forward with the games I'm playing. And so, right now, we've made great progress in both Chronos, The New Dawn, and Hollow Knight Silksong. Chronos, we're roughly 3 to 5 hours away from finishing. I'm being told 2 areas left in the game, and 2 bosses left in the game, and that's it. So, today, major stream of Chronos. Tomorrow night, night stream of Chronos. Between those 2, maybe we can actually beat the game. Worst case scenario, let's say that we don't finish it tomorrow night, we'll just do it again on Wednesday night, and then hopefully we will complete it. And I only want to have 1 survival horror game in the rotation at a time. So I don't want to have Chronos and Silent Hill going, because everyone's going to be more invested in Silent Hill. So that's why I'm trying to wrap this up, and I hope that we can beat it sooner rather than later, okay?
Who fucking
Now, I've also been
cares?
playing Silksong a lot. In the last couple of days, I played like 6 hours of Silksong, okay? And I'll be honest, I think the game is outstanding. I'm having a great time with it, although there are some frustrating parts. On Saturday night, I got to this part where you're entering the Citadel, and you have to do this crazy run through the blasted steps to get to a boss, and the boss is the hardest in the game up to that point. And there is just, it's a pain in the ass. You have to learn this boss's 3 different phases, while every time you die, going through this crazy platforming run again. I compare that, no exaggeration, to Ninja Gaiden 1 on the NES, where they make you beat 4 stages of difficult platforming to even get to the final boss, and the final boss has multiple phases, and it's cheap. So I don't understand why they took out some modern conveniences that would have made this game better, in my opinion. But at the same time, it's the ultimate get good game, right? So I've been doing great. And yesterday's stream, we did great. We had amazing progress. I think we unlocked 5 new areas yesterday, and I think we cleared 1. but there's still like 4 more to go. 3 of them are necessary to get to the end of the game. There's some optional content to do. So we got a lot going on. All right, we have absolutely positively a ton going on.
Boo this man!
And I'm definitely enjoying myself, and I can't wait for more. Tonight, we're actually doing more Hollow Knight Silksong on the late stream tonight. So today's stream is being Chronos and Silksong, all difficult gameplay, all challenge, but all fun, and I hope that you all will join me for it all day long today. It should be great. Before we start talking more about Comcast, because I have more to say, I just want to say thank you because you guys have been very supportive. Every stream so far this week, we have hit our support goals or exceeded them. Because of that, we are currently at 3 out of 10 goals hit, and we are on pace to very shortly be doing DSP Tries It, the Popeyes Hot Ones collaboration menu. This is a new menu at Popeyes that has 3 items: a new chicken sandwich, chicken dippers, and wings, all of which have sauces that are themed after the Hot Ones internet-based show. I've literally never seen Hot Ones before. I don't care to. I'm not very interested in it. But you guys are interested in seeing me try all 3 of these products, so I said, all right, let's go. Let's do it. So 3 out of 10 hit. If we keep the pacing going, we could actually do this by the end of the week. Keep in mind, I'm here all day today, all day Tuesday, and all day Wednesday. Thursday is the day I'm taking off because the internet's supposedly going to be down for the first day. So 7 goals to hit. Can we do it? Well, we'd have to hit 2 goals, at least 1 stream, if not 2, to make it happen. Can we get some support going? Can we get to that point and do it actually by the end of the week? I would totally be awesome, or be on pace for that. I'd love that, all right? But let's see what happens. It depends on support. Now, another thing. I talked about this the other day, that during my days off last week, sadly, I lost over 200 subs on Kick. They had all been gifted. We didn't have any events or anything special going on. I was off. I come back, 200 subs gone. So we're trying to get those subs back, okay? And I've been pushing. We have a goal now, set over on Kick, 150 subs by the end of Wednesday's stream. Currently, we are at 37, so we're actually a good chunk in. Like, we actually got a good amount of subs yesterday, and it allowed me to get good progress. With 3 days left, can we do it? Well, here's the thing. If we hit 30 to 40 subs a day like we did yesterday, we could do it. But we got to get momentum going. So if you're watching today on Kick, or you're someone who wants to support, right now, gifting some subs on Kick would be an absolutely amazing way for you to support this channel and or the content I put out. Let's get some subs over on Kick. In fact, how about this? Let's get our first sub of the day right now over on Kick. Let's get that momentum going. Let's get our first support, because we have no support right now. Anyway, let's get our first support of the day. Let's get it rolling, and let's get that momentum going. By the way, I also want to talk about Kicks. Kicks are the new way to support over on Kick. They're the equivalent of the bits system that's used on Twitch. Basically, what happens is a viewer can buy a whole bunch of these Kick currency, and they can contribute it during a live stream. And actually, last night, when we were doing American Truck Sim, we actually had the first significant amount of Kicks that were given. And what I mean by that is there was like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 Kicks all coming in, and they all had really unique animations that play in the chat. Sadly, the services that do pop-ups and track this stuff in like a leaderboard, they have not updated yet. So because of that, we don't have the ability to have pop-ups on screen yet, and it's a little hard to track Kicks. So I would say this: if you do a significant amount of Kicks, 100 or more in one transaction, please let me know, because I need to know so I can put that on the leaderboard and give you a shout-out. There's no other way for me to track it right now. It sucks. I wish that there was, but for whatever reason, Kick has not made that set up yet. In fact, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to... There we go. I'm trying to set it up.
Who fucking cares?
So that I can at least see some Kicks. What's happening is a bunch of people are dropping single Kicks, and I appreciate that. And I do want to say thanks to those who are. If you're dropping a single Kick here or there to support the channel, thank you. I appreciate that very much. But I'm not going to be shouting out every single Kick over on Kick. That's ridiculous. Especially if people can just go one Kick, one Kick, one Kick. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see how things go today. But any momentum would be appreciated. And like I said, our first sub of the day would be great if we could get it right now. All right? Cool. Sweet. So I'm being asked by Liza Pancakes, why am I not playing Silent Hill F all day tomorrow? There's 2 key reasons. Reason number 1.
Money. So Phil has gotten to this point now. Phil believes that him playing a new game for a full day means that the night stream won't be well supported. He doesn't want to risk a night stream getting poor support, so he's not playing it all day. That's the number 1 main reason. I'll tell you that right. I'll tell you that right fucking now. The last couple of times that Phil has dedicated an entire fucking day to playing a brand new game, he's not got good night stream support, and he's been upset about it. So this is, once again, this is something that money is dictating, and how he fucking does his schedule. Also, he's ignoring the super chat right now from Darth Fig. It came in a few minutes ago. Like it happened. An animation went and Phil saw animation and he's not bothering to read it. Maybe something to trick the Kick audience into giving him money or subs or whatever before he addresses it, who knows. But yeah, I'll tell you right now that he's not playing the brand new game all day tomorrow because of money. That's the main reason.
We have to beat Chronos. Like I just said, it's not going to work having 2 survival horror games being juggled at the same time. So I need to do maximum gameplay of Chronos today in this stream that we're about to do, and I need to finish it. We're going to be in position to finish the game either tomorrow night or Wednesday night. We have to play it. If I don't play it, we'll never finish it. It'll be lingering forever, and we'll never see the end of it. That's number 1. Number 2, The last several times that I've attempted to do a game on release day as the game all day, it never has worked.
Here we
This
go.
goes for Donkey Kong Bonanza. This goes for, geez, what games did I play all day? I'm trying to remember. There's like 4 or 5 of them this year. Every single time I tried it, the first stream did well. The second stream did poorly. And I think what it is if you miss the first stream, you don't want to attend the next one because you missed the first stream. So what ends up happening is a bunch of people end up watching the on-demand videos and they don't attend the late stream. In addition, that's a lot of the same thing in one day. And a lot of people say, man, that's burnout. We're playing the game. Now, how are we going to catch up with 5-6 hours of gameplay all in one day when we're playing? So I'm only going off of the track record. This year, I did try entire games of new releases. It has not worked multiple times. I don't want to have a daytime stream that's awesome and a night stream that's dead. All right? So, FYI, one stream of Silent Hill tomorrow. It'll be the major stream, no podcast. So that way we can get 4 hours of gameplay in. And then we're doing it again on Wednesday. So within the 2 days, we're going to have something like 7 hours of gameplay of Silent Hill. That's a lot of gameplay, especially for a survival horror game that everyone's saying is around 12 to 15 hours. We'll be like halfway into it. So it's all good. It's not going to be a big deal. There'll be more than enough gameplay for everyone to watch and enjoy and digest for the start of this game. Okay? First contribution of the day has come in. It's from Darth Fig, and it's a $5 super chat. Let's see what Darth Fig has to say.
My biggest fans are idiots.
I've watched some reviews for Silent Hill this morning. The major consensus is everything is great except for the combat, and there's no connection to other Silent Hills. Well, I think that second part we were all speculating, because how on earth could this have a connection to the other Silent Hills when it's set in Japan? It really would have nothing to do with the lore of the town where things all went wrong. People go there and they're haunted by, things in their past, the psychological horror of things that they've done. It doesn't seem like it's present in this game, right? It seems like it's going to be a different game, different plot, everything. I'm okay with that, but I am disappointed that they're calling it Silent Hill. If this is the case, why are you calling it Silent Hill? This is the equivalent of back in the day when they came out with the Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within movie. That movie had absolutely nothing to do with Final Fantasy. Zero. It actually had no connection at all to the Final Fantasy universe. Yet they called it that to get people to go see the movie. And to be honest, the movie wasn't bad. It was actually a pretty good fantasy sci-fi movie. But if you went in expecting Final Fantasy, that was the most disappointing movie you've ever seen. And that's what happened to me. I went there expecting Final Fantasy. I was like, this is bullshit. This is a blatant bait and switch, and it shouldn't have been called this. So if that's the case, I may end up liking Silent Hill F, but I'm going to be pretty pissed if it has nothing at all to do with anything Silent Hill. To be honest, they shouldn't use the name there. So I guess we're going to have to see when I start playing it what I think, Oh, listen, I'm going to, just like every game, I'm going to go in with an open mind, and I'm going to judge it based on its own merits. But they got to understand that when you're calling it something, you're going to have some expectations and some preconceived notions of what's going to be in it. So I guess we're going to find out. Danzak did a $5 super chat. Do you like tater tots? I made some crispy ones, and they're fire. I do like tater tots. Serious, I do. I think tater tots are delicious, especially like you said, if they're crispy on the outside and have a seasoning to them, they're amazing. All you gotta do is put a little bit of salt and pepper on them. Sometimes they can have a different kind of seasoning, like they'll actually...
All of a sudden, Warren's super chat from earlier on makes more sense when he said that he wants some of those French fried tatars on him. Like, all of a sudden, Warren's earlier super chat seems to make a lot more sense. Phil craving those tatties.
Put like a flavoring on the outside. That's really good. So yeah, I do like tater tots. Grandmaster Scrub says, dude, the accident last night on American Truck Sim was glorious. Something had to be glitching. Not even the AI traffic had time to react to that roadblock. Yeah, that was wild. So last night, I'm doing Truck Sim, and basically I kept running into problems on the road. Multiple roadblocks that kept having me redirect, but there were so many, there was no way to even do the job. Like, it kept rerouting me to the same loop. Like, every part of the road was blocked at one time. So finally I got to a roadblock, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go around it so I can continue the job. I start to go around it, and a truck is also coming up on the side of me. It doesn't brake. It goes full speed into the roadblock, and it just flies into the sky. It was the craziest, most epic thing ever. So I hope that you'll give that video a look. It's the first video from last night's Truck Sim stream.
Who fucking cares?
Give it a look. I think you're gonna be blown away how funny that was. It was just wild. My jaw dropped. Like, holy shit. Okay. All right. So what's going on? What is going on over here? There should be no issue with Silent Hill being in any country. None of the characters from the OG games are from Silent Hill. The town reaches out. Exactly. But the point I'm saying is this doesn't take place in Silent Hill. It takes place in Japan. The girl doesn't go to Silent Hill. So why is it called Silent Hill? It could be called Fujiwara Province. And that's because she's in Fujiwara Province and it takes her to a demon land there. Why is it called Silent Hill? Literally, I'm not even kidding you. If they just explain in the game why it's called Silent Hill, I'll be okay with it. If not, if it's the end of the game and they don't explain shit of why this is Silent Hill, I'm gonna be angry. Like, stop calling it what it's not. Okay? There you go.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
Okay. Oh, so before I want to talk about this Comcast thing because I have an update, and it's not a good one. All right, I do have an update on it.
Here we go. This is what Prophet prophesized.
And however, one other thing: the Halloween marathon.
Fuck off.
You might not realize it. It's right around the corner. It's only a little over a month away. Every year, annually, I do a marathon on Halloween, and this year is no exception. This year, Halloween will take place on a Friday. That's pretty cool that Halloween's on a Friday. So on Friday, October 31st, all day long here on DSP Gaming, I'll be playing games that you guys nominate. Horror-themed games, but it could be other games as well. Essentially whatever you want to see, but usually people do nominate more horror-themed games for the Halloween Marathon. But I'll also be dressed up for Halloween in a Halloween costume, and we'll probably have a special light show going on for Halloween, something Halloween-themed, and I'll have Halloween decorations, and we're going to have some fun, all right? So it's going to be a good one. I hope that you guys will come by on Halloween. This last week when I had my days off, I did actually get to go to a Halloween store near me that had just set up and open, and I saw what costumes they have for this year. And my wife and I came up with 3 completely different ideas. I think they're all pretty decent. None of them have I ever been before for Halloween, all right? And I think people would like any of them. So
Was Cat dressing up as Jabba the Hutt?
we're debating, and I haven't decided as of yet, but I'm going to think about it, and then probably sometime in early to mid-October, I'm going to go back and I'm going to actually get a costume. I'm going to see if I can find any more Halloween stores in my area besides the one. I mean, it kind of sucks if I only have only one store to choose from. So I'm going to see if there's anything else, but we'll find out. Like, the thing is, a lot of the places that used to do this stuff, they don't exist anymore. Party City went completely out of business, don't exist anymore. So that was a place I would go and look for stuff. They don't exist. So really, this Halloween store may be the only place to even look.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you to Moki for the £2 super chat. It says, I fucking can't with a man, Jared. You can't. And income. So there we go. Like, he's hard to endure. Pretty definitely. Agreed. 100% fucking agreed. He's very hard to fucking put up with. As I said, and I can relate. I am very tempted.
Boom.
Just sort of.
Member bomb.
Oh, that's incoming.
My biggest fans are idiots.
That's what you meant by incoming. That's what you fucking meant incoming rant or whatever. Didn't you? You didn't realise you meant incoming free space because you gave 5 members. Thank you very much, Moki, for gifting 5 members to the channel. Gives us a free space, and well done to the following people for getting the membership. Congratulations to Angel of Vitality, Neil Diamond Cutter, Confusio, Ghost of Purple Aki, and finally Andrew. So there we go. If you got a membership there, make sure you thank Moki for giving you a membership, and of course, thank you, Moki, for giving us members and helping us get one free space closer to having to not have to endure the bad man anymore. But it's frustrating as all hell putting up with Phil and just with his current antics, whatever. It's just non-stop bullshittery going on. Nuclear button option is very tempting, but for now I'm holding off.
Exist anymore. So that was a place I would go and look for stuff. They don't exist. So really, this Halloween store may be the only place to even look. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll have more updates on that the further we get towards Halloween, but I just wanted to let everyone know Halloween's right around the corner. And actually, on October...
That's on Raw Phil's End, by the way. The video skipping there, that's entirely on Raw Phil's End.
On that, the further we get towards Halloween, but I just wanted to let everyone know Halloween's right around the corner. And actually, on October 1st is when I'm planning to do my Halloween setup, where I'll have all the Halloween decorations and things all going, and I'll do a border for Halloween of horror animations. And this year, I'm going to try to tie in sound effects with the horror animations. So if there's an animation of Ghostbusters, I'll try to play a sound effect from Ghostbusters, or maybe the theme or something. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to do some of that a little differently so that the contributions and pop-ups will be pretty cool in the month of October. All right? So that's coming in about a week and a half, just so you know. Okay, so folks, here's the deal. Before we get to Q&A and everything, here's the deal. This morning, a fan of mine reached out to me.
Uh-oh.
Now, of course, you have to understand that whenever I get a message from a fan, I got to take it with a grain of salt. And what I mean by that is I don't know if it's real or not. It could be completely fake, or it could actually be a real fan who's concerned and who just wants to help, because I've had both, all right? But what I'd like to do, I'd like to share with you a message that a fan sent me this morning in regards to this Comcast upgrade that's going to start happening as of this Thursday, the 25th.
Oh, God. Which one of you fuckers emailed Phil pretending to be a fan? Prophet, was it you again?
Okay? You ready? Are you ready? So here we go. Hey, Phil, I've been debating sending you this email because I don't want to stress you out anymore or anything, because this could be a pretty stressful information for you. Great. That's a great way to start a message, isn't it? Okay, let's continue. I had the same exact Comcast network upgrades in my area a few months ago. So it sounds to me like Comcast is actually doing this network-wide across the country. It's actually not even Comcast that does these upgrades. It's subcontracted out to another company that does all the work. So what that means is these are not even going to be Comcast workers that are doing the work. They're hiring a crew who probably know, are used to like laying out new lines, whatever it is, and they're going to be doing all the work. So it's not under the regular scope of Comcast work. I'm not exaggerating when I say it was at least 6 weeks of internet outages. I missed the button. I wanted to put it out earlier, but I missed the button.
Hilarious. Oh, wait. We went from 1 day to 6 weeks. Oh my God, no Phil Burnell for 6 full weeks. Oh my God, that sounds delightful. Oh, that sounds beautiful. That's like a fucking wet dream right there. Prophet's saying there is nothing listed on Comcast site and there is no maintenance scheduled for his area. Is it usually meant to be scheduled for his area? Like, is that how it usually works for other people? Isn't Navy Vet for Life? I'm pretty. I mean, not to fucking try and dox them or anything, but I'm pretty certain. I think it was them that said they lived near Phil. You know, so wouldn't they be a bit like? Well, I don't know. If they might not be with Comcast themselves, but if they are with Comcast, they might know if there's been any communication about any potential outages or whatever. I don't know. Who fucking knows?
6 weeks. Okay? Let me continue here. It wasn't out all every day or anything like that. So basically, it wasn't complete no internet. But rather, it would cut in and out almost every day. There were some days when it was fine, completely no.
Oh, so for information from Proby here, it lists maintenance on the outage map. And also Mepper says I read Comcast are doing rolling system upgrades, but nothing specific for his area. So there we go.
Problems at all. And we actually had thought for a bit that the upgrades had been finished, only to find out that the internet was out the next day. And it starts going in and out all day again. It's extremely frustrating. After we called Comcast, they told us they're doing nationwide upgrades to their network. It has to be done. There's no way to avoid it. They did eventually credit our neighbor $100 on their bill because he called them and hassled them on the phone for 2 hours about the internet being out for so long. I've never contributed or chatted in your streams, but I'm a years-long viewer, and I want to give you a heads up on what very well could possibly be coming your way this week, so you're able to adjust accordingly. Okay? Now,
well, shit. Well, of course, the big question is, I mean, I assumed there was documentation to verify Phil's internet outage, but maybe not, I don't know. Probably says if it's a fibre upgrade, I've had it done, and I just side drill a new fibre line into the home, takes about 30 minutes to an hour. According to Phil, this is not something for his own home, this is something that's fucking, for his area. You know, so there we go. Oh, we have 50 likes, which means another free space, fantastic stuff indeed. We've got 3 free spaces so far for Bingo card, excellent stuff indeed.
For the record, I appreciate that this fan sent me this message. This is not, oh, this now is going to make Phil be feeling bad and he shouldn't have sent it. No, I need to know this stuff. Because the sad fact is, a company like Comcast is not being transparent. What Comcast should have done right up front is said, hey, FYI, we're upgrading the network in your area. This is not a one-day job. This could be weeks. We're going to keep in touch and let you know everything step by step. What they did do is they wanted me to confirm my phone number to say that they're supposedly going to be texting me to let me know exactly when the internet is going up and down. They're supposed to, okay? But they never said anything.
Wait a second. So if that was the only communication that Phil's had... Wait. Hold on. I know, there's something a bit strange about this. There's something a wee bit strange about this. I don't know.
Think about, oh, this could be a 6-week ongoing process. Your internet is up and down and all around constantly. Because here's the deal. If that's the case, then I can't consistently stream, right? And that's a huge problem. That's my business. As I've explained to all of you, the on-demand videos are not my major source of income anymore. The on-demand videos that I put on this channel do give me some revenue, some ad revenue. But it's just not even close to what I make on streams. The income that I get from YouTube and Kick is way more than what I make on the on-demand videos. So you might say, well, hey, if the internet's going to be down, you could just record offline and upload the videos and we'll watch later. Well, number one, how does it guarantee me that I'm even going to be able to upload these videos in a timely manner if the internet is going to keep going out? And number two, not everyone is going to say, oh, I'm just going to watch the on-demand video. You guys are used to coming to streams. A lot of people come to streams and they interact and they contribute because they can talk with me, because they can get that level of interaction. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Beg more, Phil.
So, this could be a huge problem for me. Now, here's the thing. There is one saving grace in this message that was sent to me. The saving grace is this. Did you hear what he said? He said, they are hiring contracted workers to do this upgrade. So what does that mean? It means that they're going to have a Jasper Kitty? Well, I'm going to have a Jasper Kitty. They're not going to have a Jasper Kitty. It means that they're going to have a set contract with set working hours and set work established for each day. You know what I'm saying? This is not, oh, it's our employees and we're paying them hourly. This is a set contract of work. Therefore, what I suspect will happen is that they will begin work at a certain time every day, and they're probably going to finish their work at a certain time every day.
Oh, hello. Prophet has sent me a picture. I'm not sure. So I'm trying to understand what the fuck I'm looking at here. Hold on, it's a map, which includes Phil's residence. Okay, so hold on, let's see this here. So let's have a little breakdown of what we're looking at here, okay? Let's try and understand what we're looking at here. This is the FCC National Broadband Map. And I assume red is bad and green is good? Like, what, I don't know what, there's no indication as to what means what. but that's a lot of red. Service residential, technology, fibre. Are these just areas where you just don't have fibre? Is that what this is here? But remember, I mean, also, I was just trying to remember that I was going to say that Phil doesn't have residential internet, he has business internet, but that's not true, is it? Yeah, red means no fibre. That's what it is. Red means no fibre. But yeah. So that's the map. That's a current situation. He's almost got fibre, but he doesn't have fibre. How pissed would you be if you're in this little fucking middle block right here and everyone around you gets fucking fibre? What the fuck happens here? This is such a strange map. It's like little individual little dots here and there where people just don't have fibre, but everyone around them fucking does. I guess that's maybe it's personal choice. Who knows? But there you go. He's on cable or coax. Okay, there you go. Well, then also the big question is, the big burning question is Phil Burnell being honest with everyone about the Comcast stuff? Or is he lying through his piggy teeth again? For reasons unknown. I guess, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess.
And as this person is saying, the internet was never just totally out. It was down and up all day. So what that sounds like to me is there's going to be some days when I'll be able to stream no problem whatsoever as if nothing's wrong. But then there's going to be other days when basically the internet's going to be up and down all day, but at a certain time, their workday's going to end because that's what's in the contract. We'll work till 6 p.m. and then we're done, right? So if I can figure out the actual time that these guys stop working and the internet will be up and not going down and up all day, then I can maybe adjust my streaming. If this means that I need to start my late stream on the earlier side and go longer, like right now my late stream starts around 7. We start playing games around 7:30 and I finish around 9:30, 10, right? What if they stop work around 5, 6 o'clock, I can start my stream around 5:30, we start gaming at 6, and we go till like 9:30, 10. So now at least every day I'm putting in a 3 to 4 hour stream, even if the internet's down earlier, I still have the ability to go do a major stream, and people can hopefully come by during that stream and support it, okay? The truth is I cannot not work for a month and a half. So if Comcast thinks that's...
So as a double negative, Phil, it doesn't make sense. You can't work for a month and a half.
Okay? The truth is I cannot not work for a month.
Well, no, that's a double negative. That's not English sense. Well, Phil, how about this? You record all your content anyway. You upload it when you can, if you can, of course, Maybe use your fucking hotspot on your phone to fucking do it. And just have Superflanks enabled on the videos. Actually, here's the thing. Phil could conceivably... There is something that Phil could do. And he could basically fucking do these streams in one big chunk. And then premiere it. He would still get YouTube-style contributions on YouTube anyway, with memberships and super chats, or whatever, if he just had a fucking stream, a video as a premiere. It wouldn't be live, but it's still one of the best ways you can maybe guarantee you could like phantom ask for support. And he wouldn't be able to shout out though, that's the thing, he wouldn't be able to shout out and play animations for support. You're just sitting there begging a fucking audience. Oh, how's that different from his on-demand videos anyway, for fuck's sake, I don't know. Oh yeah, here's Phil getting fucking, his fucking, panties in a twist. Because the internet might be down longer than he thought it would be.
And a half. So if Comcast thinks that's what they're going to do, they got another thing fucking coming, all right? Their internet has to at least work somewhat so that I can work. Because if I find in the first week that I can't work at all for a week, I'm going to be contacting them with a lawyer. It's that simple. I'm not going to be out of business.
Is the same lawyer who's reviewing every single detractor video, Phil? Just curious.
Because Comcast doesn't know how to run their business, okay? Also, if this does happen, and if we're in a situation where the internet is not working for a week, I may have to look for another ISP. Now, I already did that 2 years ago, and there was nothing. There was nothing. The only thing available was like Starlink. Okay? That was it. So, I don't think Starlink's going to be any better. All right? Now, I don't know. We'll have to see. All right? But what I'm hoping is that it's not as bad as it's all being made out to be. If it's a few days and it's up and down, I get it. If it's a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 weeks, no. I'm not going to not work for 6 weeks. Especially with this last year. Allow me to explain. This last year has been absolutely amazing. You guys have come out and supported me in droves. You've got me to a situation where things are going good, to the point where now I can start to save money. And I can actually start doing that. In my home this year, I fixed things that have been broken for a long time. I was able to improve my lifestyle. I'm not now going to go into debt to be able to pay things for a month and a half because I can't work because Comcast thinks they're going to take my internet down. No, that's not happening. Under no circumstance am I going to lose a month and a half of work and Comcast is going to get away with it. No. Okay? So, let's see what happens. I'm hoping for the best. The thing is, I don't want to be drastic. I'm trusting what Comcast is saying, that they're going to keep me in the loop about when the internet will be up or down. All right. And if they say, oh, today your internet's probably going to be down all day, I'll let you guys know. And I'll say, listen, I can't stream during the day today. Maybe we'll try for a night stream. In the meantime, I'm still going to be working. I'm still going to be doing content. You understand? I will do content. Does it mean that I'll be able to play every single game I want to play in October? Maybe not. I don't know. The thing is, and exactly, Stormforce Gamer just said in chat, all we can do is play it by ear. You're right. That's literally all I can do because I don't know what's going to happen. It could be that this is something that's done within a few days. It could be something that's ongoing for 6 weeks, but it also could be that we know the time frame. And if we know the timetable, if we know 9 a.m. the internet's going to go down and it's going to be iffy all day, but it'll be back by 6, then I'll start streaming at 6:30 and we'll be here for 3-4 hours every night consistently. And I'll just have to find other things to do during the day, whether it's a gameplay session and I upload on demand or if it's something else. But I'm going to be leaning heavily on hoping people show up to those streams that I can be here to support me or else I'm out of business. That's how serious this is. And with Comcast, I hope they understand that. I'm not going out of business because they want to upgrade their network. That's not how it works. Absolutely not. Okay?
Who fucking cares?
Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get rid of a couple idiots over here. Give me a sec.
Bad. Gone forever.
I got rid of this idiot. Okay, good.
Burger.
So, here's what's going to happen. I am not going to stream Thursday because that's supposed to be the first day that this is going down. All right? I'll try to keep you all in the loop. My expectation is I will be back on Friday with Sonic Racing Cross Worlds Premiere and Silent Hill F. Okay? That's my expectation. I'll be here on Friday. Now, if the internet is going up and down and up and down, and maybe we try to stream, and if it doesn't consistently work, what can I do? I could keep trying and just keep gaming and playing, right? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does, it does. And people just have to understand that you're watching the stream, it may go down for an hour, then come back for an hour, and then go down for an hour, and we just have to be okay with that.
And Phil, don't most people have like unlimited data on their phone plans these days? Why couldn't Phil just use his phone as a hotspot to stream from? He did it before when he first moved in. When he first moved in to that fucking condo with Liana, I believe that's exactly how he streamed that very first stream from their home. Just using his fucking phone as a hotspot. Like nothing else was set up properly, but Phil's determined to fucking do like a video or a stream, whatever. And like I'm sure that's what he did. So why can't Phil just use his phone for this situation as well to hotspot it while looking for a better solution in the meantime?
All right? Or it could be I just don't stream during the day and I try to stream at night when they're done doing the messing with the lines. So let's see. Again, we can't actually fully plan for this. I'm flexible. If I need to adjust my time that I do stuff, I will do that. All right? I will. But I need you guys to understand. I'm going to probably make a special video to explain this and make it a separate video than just this podcast. I need people to know what's going on. The problem here is that I am known as Mr. Consistency, right? I am the guy who is here literally every single day streaming. I'm the one who puts out tons of content. If I'm not available to do that, that changes everything. And now people might be like, oh, well, now Phil's not consistent anymore. Now I'm not going to watch him. That's not fair. I'm here. The internet, that's the problem, not me. Okay? So, let's see what happens. I don't want to be Mr. Doom and Gloom. I don't want to be, oh God, that's also why I'm not saying, hey, definitely we're doing the marathon this weekend. I want to do the marathon this Saturday. Okay?
Who fucking cares?
I do. But I can't guarantee it. All right? I can't. I tell you tentatively, let's say that this Saturday, which is September 26th, no, the 27th, Saturday the 27th. Let's say tentatively that's the worst games ever marathon. But understand, that may not happen. Understand, it may be up and down. And it would suck if it does, but what can I do? All right? I'm going to try to keep, unlike previously where I would lose my cool and I would go crazy and I would say doom and gloom, the sky is falling. I'm going to try to keep a level head. All right? I am. I'm going to try to be calmer and say, let's approach this very fairly, matter-of-factly. Listen, Comcast eventually needs to update their infrastructure. It's necessary for the business. Does it suck that they have no redundancies so to protect the consumers from losing internet? Yes. Is that a problem? Yes. Just last year, someone climbed a phone pole and cut an internet line and we didn't have internet for a day. There's no redundancies to protect someone from simply doing that? No. Oh, why would you have that, right? I mean, that would actually be good customer support and experience and good service. They don't have that. It's just, well, bare minimum to get it working, and if it doesn't work, well, fuck you. Well, fuck them. They're going to have a rude awakening. I got into a certain point in my life where I'm just tired of being pushed around. You know, like when you have an employee who literally is maliciously going inside of my cable modem without my permission, which is illegal, is changing the name of all my wireless networks and turning them on, which is illegal.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Is resetting my modem without my permission, which is illegal. And this goes on for a period of 2 years, and we have documented evidence that it did. And
why would I lie? I imagine it's like breathing for you.
I didn't do anything about it at that time. And that person went on Kiwi Farms and posted up all the evidence that it really happened. So I didn't even have to lift a finger because it actually is posted on Kiwi Farms right now. All the evidence that they did it.
That It's not evidence, Phil. Someone made a fucking claim, but not a lot of evidence fucking seems to make sense. And what you were saying and what they were saying seem to fucking different places as well. I cannot go in kiwi farms anymore. Because I live in UK, and like UK, like, yeah, fuck you, you don't get to go there because, you know, we don't like that shit. So, I can't go in kiwi farms anymore to fucking show this shit, but yeah. Well, a lot of the stuff that was posted in kiwi farms did not exactly correlate with what we were told by Phil. There was a few discrepancies, to say the very least. This was covered fucking ages ago, though. This was covered a long time ago.
So you get to a point where it's like, no, I'm not going to be pushed around. I understand. If the internet has to be up and down for a while, I get it. But I'm not going to go out of business. All right, I'm not. And I'm not going to sit here and freak out about it. I'm not going to be like, oh my God. What I'm going to say is, let's play it by...
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Some of the evidence did not seem to fucking make sense, what they were showing, you know? And yeah, the stuff in Kiwi Farms was apparently... But Phil was now trying to say it was true. Hold on, so Phil was trying to use someone's forgery stuff as being true. And that's a weird fucking way to go down. Maybe the person that posted in Kiwi Farms was actually a fucking Phil fan, like Darziak, pretending they were the... Oh my God, that'd be great. Is that why Phil's fucking defending the Kiwi Farms in a situation where he's like, yeah, see, the person went in the farms and admitted it to you. Maybe because you fucking sitting there, Phil. Maybe you sitting there to fucking do it for you, so your fucking story might have some sort of fucking weight to it. But there's a few things that don't make fucking sense. I'm starting to connect the dots now. It sounds like a big conspiracy, fucking, you know, I know, but yeah, I'm starting to connect all the dots now. Phil, you know, was never actually hacked by on at Comcast, you know, but if I can get somebody to pretend that they were a Comcast employee on the fucking Kiwi Farms, just to make himself look like a fucking big fucking victim or something, God knows. He nearly got away with it as well, he nearly got away with it, except for the fact that he's not that fucking smart.
This week, let's have a normal week. Let's enjoy Kronos and Silksong. Let's enjoy Silent Hill after 2 days. Let's have a great 3 days, all right? Great 3 normal days where everything is good and everything is working fine, all right? And then let's see how things go starting on Thursday. Now, I won't be here Thursday. I'm taking the day off on purpose. Let's see. If I come back on Friday and it's up and down, it sucks, but what can you do, right? Hopefully, like I said, we can have an established time when the internet will actually be working, even if it's later. And then I can at least consistently do 1 stream a day during the time when all this is going on. I hope, fingers crossed, right? So, let's see what happens, okay? Let's figure it out together. Let's not freak out. Let's not lose our cool or our minds. Let's just play it and you know... Oh, I accidentally misclicked. I'm sorry, Muckman. I misclicked you. I did not mean to do that. There, I've fixed that. Sorry about that, Muckman. Okay. All right, so when I have more information, I'll let you know. If I get any updates, if I hear anything, I will let you know, okay? But in the meantime, excuse me, there's not anything I can really do. It's not in my power. I want to be here. I can't be if this is happening. I will just keep you in the loop on everything. All right? And we'll work together to figure this out. Fingers crossed. All right? Cool. All right, some shout-outs, because a bunch of contributions came in all at once here while I was talking. Thank you to XBTWXD over on Kick, who's dropping some kicks in the chat right now. Mr. Bun the Juice did a $2.66 super chat. These are difficult times. I can relate. Stay strong, Phil. Well, thank you, Mr. Bun the Juice. It's not like I'm destitute or anything. You know what I'm saying? But, dude, if I can't work for like a month, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to pay bills. I got to make money. And all my money, well, I don't say all, most of my money is made on stream. If I can't stream, literally, that's Comcast's fault. You tell me I can't work. You're preventing me from working because you're not going to have a way for me to have internet when you decide to do an upgrade to your network. That doesn't sound very good, does it? It sounds to me like that's a problem. So, okay. I don't know who this is. Get rid of this idiot. Here we go. Okay. Phil's best friend gifted our first sub of the day.
And now I'm seeing so much clearer as I see
Kitty. Hello.
Fuck you and your friends.
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
That's where Kitty comes in here again. Silly boy.
Shut up, bitch!
Okay, thank you, Phil's best friend. Genesis Gaming, 43 months as a member on YouTube, says maybe trying to get a backup like Starlink and have it active when something like this is happening. I understand what you're saying, but number one, I looked into Starlink, and in my area, it wasn't, like, guaranteed to work very well. And number two, I mean, you're talking about paying for an entirely different ISP, which is expensive. Like, right now, for Comcast, I'm paying a lot of money a month, hundreds of dollars a month for internet. Now you expect me to do that twice, and one of them I'm not going to use, just in case? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I guess we'll have to see. Again, I'm not against it, but when I looked into it like 2 years ago when I had this malicious stuff going on with this employee of Comcast, there were just no viable options. Seriously, there was none. Nothing was going to be as good as what I had, so there was no point in switching. There was one company that was way slower speeds. I couldn't even probably stream with it, and then there was Starlink, which wasn't guaranteed to work.
Who fucking cares?
That's exactly right. The problem is upload speed. Starlink internet, you can probably download fine, but to upload, I need to be able to upload my stream. 1440p at the least, even if I say, okay, I have to stream 1080p, right? Still. And exactly, that's correct. Copper Chef says Starlink's packaging setup is a minimum of $500. You're right, I looked into it. To get Starlink at your place, they charge you between $500 to $1,000 just to set it up. And then you're not guaranteed that it's going to work well. You have to pay up front. Pretty crazy. Genesis Gaming, that's not how it works. He says, you don't have to have it active. Turn it off when you don't use it. No extra cost. That's not how it works. You have to pay up front to get Starlink installed, and it's a monthly you have to sign a contract. Just like all of them. All the ISPs are contracts. None of them are like, oh, pay when you use it. Don't pay when you don't use it. They're all contracts. Yeah. Okay, this person I don't trust at all. This tipper tipped me $2 and is trying to scare me, but this is also a person who is a troll. I'm not stupid. They think I'm stupid, but they don't realize that I see their email address when they send me a $2 tip, so I'm just going to ignore this idiot. Okay. Okay. No, I haven't checked on fiber internet recently. It was about 2 years ago when I checked last. Here.
Proud of myself. Oh my god, I actually earned this card, and wow, it was very hard to do. I'm one of the few people in the game who even earned it. I think it was only like 20 people in the whole game who had the card or whatever.
I'm pretty sure that Phil is no longer trying to fucking hide behind the narrative that he doesn't see any personal information when people tip him. You know, that kind of bizarre fucking lie was debunked long ago by many various sources. So I think his fans are fully aware that when Phil fucking, you know, he won't get away with saying that anymore. I'm pretty sure.
Let's see something here. See, it's searching.
It's been tough. I always think that it's my fault.
It's still searching.
Yep, I'm toxic.
We don't see your address in our system. Of course you don't.
Fucking lol. Dark Dragon says no, it is. That's why it continues to say I don't know who this is. It's anonymous. So here's my take on that. The anonymous tips. Well, are you? So some people are refusing to fucking believe they even exist. The anonymous tips. Okay. I am more inclined to believe that they're all from the same source, and you recognise the emails. Even if the name says anon, it'll all come from the same email address. That's my take on it. You know. Some people are just saying that the anonymous tips don't even fucking exist in the first place and aren't real tips. Phil's faking it. But my own belief in that fucking theory is that they're coming from the same email source, which is why Phil does not blink twice and trusts it. Well, okay, I'll say, who fucking knows though? It's hard to fucking tell this fucking chronic liar.
Alright, one more thing. I know you can't see, because I'm not going to put doxing information on the screen. I'm not stupid.
I are.
He's probably going to say the same thing, meaning they don't support it here.
Like, Phil, we know where you live. You shared that information already. You're the one that shared that information.
I have so much fun every single day.
Same thing. Okay, so that's nothing. Let's see here.
Is he trying to check Comcast, like, for outages or something? I feel like he's on the Comcast website, trying to find like information about the outages.
All I do is sit around drinking gin all day. Ladies and gentlemen, I play mobile games. Yes, I spend money on mobile games.
Yeah, see, this is awful. I was right. There's only 2 providers in my area. Xfinity, whose I have, that's Comcast, and
That's
one
what
is
he's
called
looking for.
Earthlink. And apparently,
Did Phil just say Earthlink?
I have so much fun.
Earthlink, why does that ring a bell? Why does that sound familiar? Earthlink.
I love my life.
Don't know why. For some reason it rings a bell, but I have no idea why.
Earthlink is the one that's the competitor that's offering the fiber internet.
I love my life. I have so much fun.
But it says you have to call. Symmetrical speeds, because it's fiber internet. Yep. All right, so I might have to look into them.
It's been a rough year. Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tip skull on the stream? And why does he have to mention if it's a slow day for content?
Yeah, see, here's the problem. The fiber internet is not widely available. There's another company doing fiber internet. Only 8% of the people who live in my city can get it, or the town. Yeah. This is awful. This is awful. This is awful. It's all cell phone internet. I was right. That's awful. Yeah, awful. Yeah, Starlink says right here, I can get Starlink, but it says 25 to 220 megabit per second download. That's not good. And that's not even saying the upload. That's legit not good. Yeah. So there's two companies that I can possibly do in my area.
I'm not a person who revels in hurting others to get over. I will put out positive, fun gameplay content for you guys, and I will continue to be successful that way. And if I fail, I fail, but at least at the end of the day, I can say, hey, it was a slow day.
No Google Fiber in my area, I just searched. So there's two companies. I can give them a call and see what they say.
Boring.
But sadly, it says, no, I'm not even kidding. It says 98.8% of residents where I live have Comcast internet. See? That's the problem. This is exactly what I encountered 2 years ago when I had the issue with the Comcast employee. I, was looking and they were like, no, you can get Starlink, but the speeds are horrible where you are. Nothing else is available. So I'm stuck with Comcast.
So, did you not do your due diligence when you moved there in the first place, Phil? Because you knew you were moving there as a content creator. Why did you not fucking move to a place which had some good internet options for you to fucking do your business from?
Now it is time. It's a segment that everyone looks forward to.
All right.
One of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right? Ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. There's nothing I can do about it right now. Let's see what happens. I mean, I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that this is not as bad as it sounds. I'm hoping that this actually will not be a big deal and that maybe we'll have a few days where the internet is shoddy, but for the most part, the internet will be working during this process, and I'll still be able to work for the most part. I mean, look at it this way. I stream 6 days a week. If 2 or 3 days a week, the internet's up and down for one of the streams, yeah, it's going to be annoying, but it's definitely not the end of the world, right? It's not. But I don't know. And again, if I can get transparency to know exactly when the work stops, so I know, oh, if it stops at 7 p.m., I'll do a longer night stream for this month to make my money on the late stream, I'd be okay with that. But I need to have that transparency.
To make my money on the night stream. Not even about trying to give his fans meaningful content or anything. No. It's not even about the content anymore, the gameplay or fucking the valuable interactive experiences with his audience. It's literally all about the fucking money, the mighty American dollar. Phil doesn't give a shit about his audience. He doesn't give a fucking shit about fucking creating some meaningful gameplay experiences with him. All he fucking cares about is fucking him turning the stream on and them showering him with all these dollars and donations to make up for the lost time that Phil had because Comcast had the fucking audacity to fucking try and upgrade shit.
It can't be, oh, we're gonna fuck around and just do whatever, whenever. You can never plan around and good luck having a job. Like, no, that's not. I'm not going to allow them to do that to me. That's not going to happen.
And of course, remember, there's still no evidence that this upgrade is happening. Like the only evidence that the trackers seem to have found so far has come from Phil and what he's told people. There's no evidence yet from seen anywhere else that this is actually happening.
So. Let's see what happens. Let's play out this week. Today, tomorrow. How about this? Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Let's have a great time together. And for goodness sake, let's get some support. All right, let's hit it. Let's go. There you go. There's a few kicks hitting the floor over on Kick and some moral support. Gee, thanks, guys. All right, but for real, that's enough of the Comcast bullshit. Let's stop talking about that for today. Let's relax, all right? So, let's get some support. We got 1 sub. Let's get some more subs. Again, I have a 150 sub goal to hit by the end of Wednesday. We're at like 30-some, like 32, 34. Let's get some subs right now on Kick. I'm serious. Let's get some subs, some of you regulars, and let's get that momentum going, all right? Let's get some super chats. Let's get some memberships. Let's get our first membership of the day on YouTube, all right? Let's get some support rolling, and then we'll jump into Chronos and have some fun. In the meantime, let's just do Q&A for a little bit. Whatever you guys want to chat about, all right? So here, tag me in either chat. Let's see what you guys want to discuss, and let's go from there.
Make the bad man stop.
What's up, King Michael? Good morning. How are you? Actually, good afternoon. It's now 12:30.
I will come find you in real life.
I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. Let this be known.
How did the Truck Sim stream go last night? Went well.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
Well, chill fun, good interaction, an insanely crazy car accident that I wasn't even involved in. It was a pretty wild stream. It was fun. A good one.
That's what this is all about and what it's all
Avoiding the puddle streams at 720p with a broken old camera that turns him green. Why do you think he'd be successful doing that? Because people aren't tuning into his streams for the quality of the visuals. They're probably tuning in either for his extensive knowledge of fighting games, notably Tekken, or because of his personality. Probably they don't give a shit. He could probably draw a flip book and flip it on camera and still talk, and they probably still watch. See what I'm saying? There's different reasons why people tune into certain streams. I used a camera pointed at my TV for the years of 2008 through the year of 2013. You're talking 5 years of the worst quality, and people still tuned in droves. In fact, that was one of my most viewed years. When everyone else was doing direct capture, I had more views than those doing direct capture. See? Shout out to Jay Calva. Jay Calva has gifted a sub. Thank you, Jay Calva. I appreciate that. Very good.
Oh, poor Sonic is asking what a center space is about. So, I don't know if you realise, Sonic, but Phil has been bragging about how he's been lifting weights lately. You know? He's been bragging about how he's been lifting lately, and he's doing well with weights, and he's beefing up his arms again, you know what I mean? And he's like, because obviously, he claims he used to fucking lift weights way back in the day, you know, with his college years, and with his dad's weights were. So he started lifting weights again, apparently. He claims he spent like $600 odd on a bunch of different weights, and he's lifting weights, and he keeps flexing as well. He keeps trying to fucking flex his arms on stream to try and show off his gains, even though there's nothing there to fucking see. But for some fucking reason, Phil has deluded himself into thinking he's fucking big beefy bastard or whatever. So yeah, Phil has been making a habit of talking about this as of late, which is why it's a center square for today. Phil goes full gym douche mode, where he either talks about the weight, so he tries to flex his arms in some sort of way to try and show off the goods. Then we get to tick off that center square. So that's the explanation as to why the center square is gym douche.
Flipbook stream when? I would try to avoid doing flipbook streams if I could. See, that's not true. That's not true at all. Vlargob, nice name, says you stopped pointing the camera at a screen when the views stopped coming in. No, I basically got stopped. I got tired of getting yelled at, is what it was. I was still getting views. Yes, it was true that my views were plateauing, but I was just tired of getting yelled at. Everyone yelling at me saying I'm a dinosaur and I'm not doing the modern thing. And I said, fine. On a whim, I remember the day. John Rambo was over. We were going to do co-op, and I said,
I remember the day. Wait. I remember the day of internet yelling at you. Like, Phil's fans were begging him for the longest time. They were begging him to fucking adopt direct capture. And they refused to fucking do it time and time again. And Phil's excuses were so fucking bizarre as to why he wouldn't fucking do it. It's a more meaningful experience. If I've got to direct capture, I've got to be huddled over a PC, and I've got to be one of these PC gamers and sit in an office chair, you know what I mean, being huddled over my computer. I just want to sit on my big comfortable couch with surround sound speakers and play my video games in the comfort, you know, in my living room. The excuses he gave was so ridiculous. It was just basically he was too fucking lazy and cheap to fucking go direct capture it, and it was easy for him to fucking keep doing it the way he was fucking doing it.
fuck this, I'm tired of getting screamed at. Let's go. And we drove right down to Best Buy, and we bought 2 capture cards, and we hooked one up. I can't remember what it was. We just hooked it up. It was this box-looking fucking thing, like this. It was a big box. Now they're all tiny, but just like a giant box. And we plugged it in, and we fucking used it. And it worked all right, but it had issues because we didn't tweak it, didn't know anything about bitrate or anything back then. The bitrate was way too low, and it looked like ass. But people liked that. They liked that we were being interactive. We were talking with people in a chat and stuff like that, and people really liked that. Will I do a collab with Wings of Redemption anytime soon? No. Will I ever revisit Tekken 8? Probably not. What do I mean, no? I mean... No. That's the word that's spelled with 2 letters, N followed by O? Nope. That's what I mean. Did I ever meet Billy from Game Chasers that just passed away? No, I don't even know what Game Chasers is. Never heard of it.
Let me rewind that so we can get the full question again.
Letters N followed by O? That's what I mean. Did I ever meet Billy from Game Chasers that just passed away? No, I don't even know what Game Chasers is. Never heard of it. How many subs to dye my hair blonde? I don't know. I'd have to look into it. Like, if I was going to dye my hair blonde, I'd actually want to do it for real. Like, I wouldn't want to do it at home with some shitty stuff. I'd probably go get it done professionally. So I'd have to figure out the time invested to do that and how much money it would cost and everything. I don't know. Am I going to play Arc Raiders on October 30th? No. I don't know what that is either. Which game am I going to play first when I get the Mortal Kombat collection? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe I'll just start with MK1. Maybe I'll start with the first one. I'll play that a bit, then I'll play the second one, then I'll play 3. Maybe I'll just go through the whole, you know what I mean? That'd be kind of cool, to go through the history of Mortal Kombat.
It's been tough. I always think that it's my fault.
Is there one thing in particular I think I was treated particularly unfairly for? I mean, the thing is, so many people today treat me unfairly because everything that they say and do is based off of misconceptions and lies, okay? Or half-truths, all right? I just wish originally, when, like, This Is How You Don't Play was coming out, that I had reacted differently, because I really feel that the original reason that the internet turned against me was because I overreacted, which then forced the internet to spin it in a way that made me look worse than I really was. Like, basically, the way I saw it, when everyone was doing this.
Phil, trust me when I fucking say this. We don't have to fucking work hard to fucking make you look terrible. You fucking do it all of your own volition. There is no effort on our part whatsoever to make you look like a scummy piece of shit.
This is how you don't play. My concern was that people were now going to go see the This Is How You Don't Play video rather than my video. And keep in mind, back then, I wasn't a live streamer that had stream income. I was reliant on ad revenue and views to make a living. So if someone is looking at a different version of my content on someone else's channel, I'm not getting the view and I'm not getting the ad revenue. That's going to concretely hurt my business. And that's how I saw it. That's how I reacted. However, I think how people saw it was, oh, Phil just doesn't want to be made fun of. Phil thinks that he's like completely above reproach or completely above criticism. And because of that, he's so full of himself, he doesn't deserve to succeed. He's a schlub. He's a loser. And
that's also true, though. You did think those fucking things.
It's the mentality that was promoted on the internet. If people could have just seen it from my perspective, that this is my livelihood, and I was afraid of losing everything when I worked my ass off to gain an internet presence, I think things would have went differently. But I didn't.
Phil, you hadn't really watched your fucking arse. So the one thing that Phil did.
Boom. Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Rant interrupted, but it's okay. So, thank you very much, Sonny, for getting the 10 memberships. I will read them out very soon, but I want to fucking get a fucking ranted first before I lose my train of thought. But the one thing Phil did quite a lot of was make content. He actually committed a whole lot of time to making content. Was the content good? Fuck no. He just pointed a camera at his fucking TV and he fucking played as many games as fast as possible and uploaded them as fast as possible to pump out content as fast as fucking possible. It wasn't good content. It wasn't substantial content. It wasn't quality content. But it was fast, direct content, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, it was his fucking main priority. It was not to fucking, get the content out in a good way, in a good method, or whatever. It was about getting it out fast and first. And trying to beat everyone else if I can get the footage uploaded online straight away so I can get the views. And Phil, of course, Phil's on a views-based contract, that's fucking what done well for him. Now, also, committing that amount of time, like, Phil, by Phil's own admission, he sacrificed relationships, he sacrificed friendships, he sacrificed time with friends and family, whatever, from way back in the fucking day, because he was busy trying to fucking make as much money as humanly possible on YouTube, because that's what he was addicted to. He was addicted to fucking doing that shit. He was addicted to fucking making money, so he could fucking spend the money. And he would fucking make content on anything and everything possible. Unboxing videos, fucking eating food, trying different fucking products, different fucking sort of, all sorts of different random shit. He would do videos on literally anything. Anything to upload and get more views on for his shitey fucking channel. Also, dedicating that kind of time being invested in your channel, yes, okay, you can argue that takes effort and work, whatever. But Phil, it was the laziest form of content creation possible. There was no editing involved whatsoever. There was no real fucking passion involved whatsoever. It was all raw footage that you fucking just stop and start on a fucking camcorder for, and you upload it in 10-minute fucking chunks. You weren't taking the fucking time to try and make the video a more watchable fucking experience for the fucking viewer, because you didn't give a shit about the viewer's fucking experience and their fucking perspective. All you fucking cared about was just uploading as many parts as fucking humanly possible to fucking milk that ad revenue contract you had with fucking machinima. So it's like, you're being called out for your lazy approach. And I'm not lazy, but you went down a lot of it, but it was all lazy. The whole entire approach you had to making content way back in the fucking day, back then, even today, it's still a fucking lazy fucking approach, Phil. It's just you fucking upload things in fucking hour-long parts that are 10-minute parts. But anyway, rant on. Thank you, Sonny, for gifting 10 members, and congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Ordinary Shroom, 64 Nerd, IP2 Always Wins, JP, Jagass, DMG75, Steman313, Rigel the 7th, Lotion Me Up, and finally, Wally Wonka. So if you got a membership, make sure you thank Sonny for gifting you a membership, and of course, thank you, Sonny, for gifting 10 members to the stream. Very kindly indeed, and we've got free spaces as well. Happy days indeed. So how far away from a full house here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are 2 more away from a full house.
Portray myself well at all. I was very angry. I was very obstinate. I was very aggressive towards the internet making those videos. And because I was, that's when public opinion turned against me, and that's on me. It is like, it's the whole thing of reacting to content and that kind of stuff has now become insanely huge to the point where even I've done it. You know what I'm saying? But It's my fault that I didn't see that was going to happen and that I reacted in such a poor way that people thought, oh, look at this asshole, right? And I now I look back at it and I hear myself in old videos saying shit like that. Like, oh my God, you're a fucking thief if you're watching. This is how you don't play. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, I mean, of course people reacted in the way that they did. But today, here's the thing. I am of the opinion that anyone can change, that anyone can improve. And I tried really hard to do that over the last decade. And I hope that people who like knew me back then as this really pig-headed, obstinate jerk, if they were to come by today and see the different kind of content I put out, the different kind of streams we have, and how I listen to feedback, and, you know, hopefully people would see that I've changed for the better. All right? But that's the thing. For a lot of people, life is black and white. If you're one way, you're one way forever, and they don't want to hear that you've improved, you've changed, you've grown, you've matured. No. To them, it's like, you were that asshole back then, you're that asshole now, and I do feel that that's unfair. I think that a lot of people hear misconceptions about me on the internet based on things from the past and think that that applies to the present day, and it very much does not. Today, are you kidding me? The person I am today couldn't be further different from the person who I started as 17 years ago. I'm like a completely different person, changed from the ground up. I just don't even act or think the way that I did back then.
I'm inclined to disagree because I feel like Phil, okay, I believe that Phil still thinks the same way today as he does way back on day one. However, he's a lot more afraid of, like, basically he puts a lid on what he thinks. But okay, this is going to sound very unfair of me to fucking, you know, theorize, because how the fuck is anyone meant to know what Phil's thinking, you know? None of us can fucking know what Phil's fucking thinking, you know? But I still believe he's got the exact same thoughts running through his fucking head from day one as he has today. The difference is, the mask is firmly on these days. On day one, there was no fucking mask. Phil was fucking unfiltered and just said whatever, you know? And it didn't seem to fucking really care what the internet fucking thought of him being all homophobic or sexist or fucking toxic or whatever, you know, or, you know, more toxic then, you know? There was no real filter way back then, you know? He was a racist piece of shit back then. He was a toxic piece of shit. He was fucking homophobic and sexist and everything else, and combined. These days, though, the mask is very firmly on and very rarely flips off. Occasionally, the fucking mask will slip, though, as we have seen multiple times throughout the years. Case in point, Phil still chooses fucking nails when a black man's on the screen.
I don't know what this person is saying, so get rid of them.
Isn't that great? Yeah, so someone had feedback. You didn't agree with the feedback, so you just banned him. Wow, what a different person he is. He's really open to feedback these days, isn't he?
Oh, I don't watch content creators. I can't answer a question about what other content creators say or think because I don't watch content creators. I don't know, you know.
You just watch one hour a day to fix your fucking toilet, apparently.
Dungeon Keeper's Mistress, how you doing? Good to see you. Guy once says, I remember, you've definitely changed. You used to mock Minecraft constantly back in the day, and then you ended up playing it and enjoying it.
Is that why he's not playing it anymore?
Abdullah, awesome. He says, in 20 minutes it'll be midnight where he lives. He's going to play Silent Hill F and stream it. I won't be watching the Chrono stream, but I'll watch it on demand. Sounds good. I'll be playing Silent Hill F tomorrow when it unlocks for me. I got the digital deluxe edition, so I'll be playing it on stream starting tomorrow.
So does that mean one of his fans, and a Abdullah fan, will be like fucking, like in the Eastern Europe or something, or Middle East or something? They must be fucking like, they're like 11 hours. Wait, they're 11 hours ahead of Phil. I'm trying to figure out roughly where they are. Maybe they're fucking Middle East or something. I don't know. There's a lot of dead air. So much dead air. Holy crap.
I'm not streaming on Thursday. You're not funny because that's the day when they claim they're going to start with these internet upgrades. So I said, why even bother trying to stream when they said it's going to be down that day, or at least up and down? I'll be back on Friday, and I'm going to try to stream, and we're going to see how it goes. I hope that I can stream on Friday and play Sonic Racing Crossworlds and Silent Hill F, but there's no guarantee. We have to see how it goes. Excuse me.
Man, come on, Phil. Just fucking.
All right. Someone just hit me $1.50 and says, I think the pivot of people truly turning against you is when your ex waged war against your viewers. All I'm going to say is this:
that was one of the reasons. That was one of the reasons, you know. Oh, that whole. What was he playing? Was it Kingdom Hearts or something? The Kingdom Hearts stream, and Phil had a fucking meltdown. I'm tired of stream making fun of my girlfriend. Oh, it was so cringe. It was so fucking cringe. I feel like watching that again. Hold on. Fuck it. little mini derail, because why the fuck not? For this very old lore. Kingdom Hearts DSP. Hold on. Let's see, can we... Ah, here it is. Oh, here it is. It's a minute long video. Oh, this is beautiful. This is absolutely fucking gorgeous. This video's a minute long. It was uploaded 11 years ago and has 57,000 views. Titled, DSP rages at chat since he cannot control his girlfriend's immaturity. So this is what was being referred to in that comment that was there. Okay, so if you've never seen this before, brace yourself.
Alright, and now I'm going to tell everyone in the chat I had enough of your bullshit tonight. I see everyone arguing with my girlfriend instead of talking about the game, and I've had enough. So we're going to put it in sub-only mode, and now none of you can fucking talk. Since you can't act your age or act mature, and you all want to argue with my girlfriend, now you can just have no chat. How about that?
Anyway, Jesus Christ, man, these fucking titles are fucking on the screen for like a second. What the fuck? It's not like I just timed out or even banned those rude people. Holy shit. The video, Sarah, doesn't contain screenshots. I was hoping for screenshots. For fucking... Because Liana was fucking making fun of all of Phil's fans in the stream chat, but because she was a moderator, though, she had a wrench, you know, she was a trusted fucking person of authority, and she was in the stream chat making fun of them all. Oh, hell.
Into sub-only mode. You fucking idiots. I'm here trying to play a fucking game. It's hard to concentrate when a bunch of little immature shits get into a fucking argument with my girlfriend. Fuck you. There you go. Subscriber only mode. No fucking chat. That's what you fucking get. Piss me the fuck off.
Oh, glorious.
There. Guess what? Now there's no more arguments.
No more. Glorious.
Dumb fucks. Now we can all concentrate on the game, which is what you should have been concentrating on to fucking begin with. Immature assholes. Jesus. If I could slap you through the fucking internet, I would. Alright, now let's get back to fucking business. What we're all here for. Jeez.
Glorious. I said, I was looking for videos. I went and typed in like Liana, Kingdom Hearts, DSP. Couple of videos, and that was the one direct click one, but yeah, that Kingdom Hearts one was fucking legendary. That fucking meltdown. Prophet has said he's heard back from Comcast. Check your DMs is not what Phil's making it to be. Oh, hold on. Comcast has gotten back to you. Hold on. So let's let me read this right now on stream. Hold on to things. I'll tell you what I'm reading this guy. You guys can enjoy some authors. While I read Prophet's email here. Well, not email, but so Prophet says that he sent Comcast an email this morning in regards to Phil's internet outage, and Prophet received back a link to the terms of service, and the site has now been updated. It's not a fibre upgrade, it's just maintenance in his area and might not even affect them. It's probably just a node repair or upgrade. Phil has the 4G LTE backup as well. The speed is 10 megabytes down, 1 megabytes up. Technically, it could stream to YouTube at 1 megabytes per second at 1080p 60. So 4G LTE wireless automatic internet backup for reliability. Add connection pro to your Comcast business internet plan for peace of mind. So it'll be something he'll milk for sympathy. Wow, okay. So, and yeah, there's something apparently on the Comcast website, which I will happily open. You know, let me visit this site, but let me make sure it's okay first. Hold on to settings. Accept all. I don't want to sign or anything. Don't want notifications. Good. Okay. So yeah, we have confirmation. It seems this is confirmation, official confirmation, courtesy of Prophet. You know, this is the maintenance notifications. Is this confirmation for what's happening to Phil? This page here. This notification page is designed to provide you with information and notification regarding Comcast preventative maintenance plans and notification processes. Standard maintenance window for on-net Ethernet transport. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, Comcast have got everything covered at their end, essentially. You know what I mean, so there we go. So Basically, it sounds like a big massive nothing burger which might not even impact Phil in the slightest. So Phil was trying to spin this and portray this as potentially where he might not be able to stream for weeks, and he's threatened to sue Comcast, and it might not even actually affect in the grand scheme of things. And long story short, as a Prophet has poorly typed out Phil, Phil has no legal precedent. So there we go. Good stuff indeed. Thanks, Prophet, for sharing that information. Very kind of you indeed to obviously look up yourself. Obviously, I'm sure you're naturally curious. Yourself, you're always curious about these kind of things yourself. So you're probably just kind of, you know, that was probably your main motivation, your own curiosity when it comes to Phil's like tech talk stuff. But I'm glad as well you share that stuff as well, so we all understand it. So good stuff.
That is such ancient history at this point. You know, my ex I have not spoken with in so many years, and you know, she has her own life, and I don't want her ever getting pulled back into this fucking vortex, right? But I'll just say this, okay? It was my choice to involve my ex in my content. It was my choice to do travel vlogs. It was my choice to make her a moderator on my streams. It was all my choice. As much as you can argue that, oh, she got into fights with your viewers, she got into fights with your fans, she said offensive stuff to people on the internet. Fair enough, I'm not going to deny that any of that happened. But I was the one in the position of power, and I was the one that created those situations. Do you understand? So it's my fault. I take responsibility for that, 100%. It wasn't like, oh, she forced herself into stuff. No, we wanted to play games together. She wanted to watch and moderate. We wanted to do traveling together. And then she got a public persona, and she would say things. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she said that. Hey, that's on me. That's on me. 100%. You know, and that's something that I live with and I get it. But I mean, the thing is, it is so far in the past. You're talking a time period that was what, like 2013 to like 2016, 17? Dude, it's 8 years in the past.
So are people not allowed to fucking talk about it then? Is this meaning you're not going to fucking talk about fucking being a former pro fighting game player? Because that's even further back in the past, Phil. If it is, so please, Phil, bear that in mind then. If it is so far in the past that it's not worth bringing up on your content, on your streams, then remember that next time you fucking feel like going into some sort of bizarre fucking segment where you fucking used to fucking compete in fighting game tournaments, which was happening, what, 20 plus years ago?
So anything today, it doesn't really apply anymore. Today, it's a whole new ballgame when it comes to the shit that people say and do on the internet compared to that time period. You know what I mean?
What a fucking super chat. It's disrespectful for people to bring up the X. Why? Like, the chaters would actually agree with Phil that it's fucking, you know, Liana is one of the few people who ever fucking, you know, managed to escape the vortex. And what I will say as well is that Phil's response to that was surprisingly it surprised me. You know, I was expecting Phil just to fucking just say shut the fuck up as in the past, but whatever. He owned it. You know? But most attractors would agree though that they're pleased with what Liana ended up having, you know. She got to escape the vortex, she moved on with her fucking life, she seems better off for it, you know? And fair play to her. And she's just not looked back ever since. She's gone, she seems happy, whatever. No one knows, that's the thing, no one knows. But she's moved the fuck on, and most people, when they escape from Phil, do not get away with that easily. You know? And that's an interesting point as well, Sonny. Sonny's saying if he doesn't want his ex brought up, then why are videos still on the channel? That's a good point. And well, then again, that is also, Phil will probably just say that's his responsibility and his content and whatever, so yeah, he's probably spent it that way, but that was his choice and his responsibility. Isn't Phil going to stand up soon?
Oh, I know, Grande Dio says your detractors think more about your ex than you do. 100%. Never does my ex ever pop into my head, ever, unless they bring her up. I'm living a whole different life. You know, I'm happily married.
I mean, so we rarely bring up Liana either. It doesn't happen a lot. You know? Like, it's not as if I don't see people talking about her much these days, and it's never in a current context either, you know? Oh hell, but it's funny. It's just fucking funny. Fuck it.
Head ever, unless they bring her up. I'm living a whole different life. You know, I'm happily married. My content's completely different from how it was back then. Like, everything about my life is completely different.
I mean, I will remind everyone, like, here's what I said this before, I'll say it again. When it comes to Liana loved Phil. I am convinced as all hell, and she wanted to spend the rest of her life with him. As sad as that is. Phil, I don't know. I don't think Phil wanted to be fully all in on, like, they moved in together. They moved across the country together. They both abandoned. Remember, Leanna wanted to fucking live in Florida because her family's there. You know, Phil lived in fucking Connecticut. She lived in Florida. She travelled to him to see him in Connecticut. You know, to start a relationship. And the whole premise of them moving in together, remember, was for her to nurse him back to full health because he was supposed to be getting an operation for his back. Supposedly, Phil was going to go for a procedure to help repair his back, but he would need to be nursed to full health, and they couldn't do that in Connecticut because it was too small a place for 2 adults to live. That was his narrative. This is what Phil told everyone. You know? So they had to get their own place together, which meant moving across the entire fucking country to Washington, so they had a place which had 3 bathrooms. Perfect sized place for 2 people. So, yeah. But I am convinced that Leanna absolutely, she wanted to make it work. She'd invested, like, the best year, you know, she was still quite young, but she, you know, in her prime, essentially, you know what I mean? And she wanted to go all in this. Like, when things got tough in the Burnell household and the ad revenue money dried up, she inquired about trying to also, you know, do her own business, making soaps and all that shit. And when things got even tougher, she actually went out into the real world and got a real job to help pay the bills in the Snortfort. And detractors had a newfound respect for her. Most detractors were fed up with Leanna from way back in the fucking day.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
She was an annoying young idiot, you know what I mean? She fucking ran her fucking mouth, she was obnoxious, she was but it's incredible with time. The more that fucking people saw Leanna, the more people actually kind of, and especially when she got a job, most detractors that I'm aware of at that time, they were like, fantastic, well done Leanna, fair play. She took responsibility. You know, she took the initiative. Phil didn't go and get a job when times got tough. No, it was up to Leanna to fucking roll sleeves up and do that. But, yeah. She wanted to marry him, I believe. I think Phil thought she would never leave him. Like, I am convinced that Phil thought she would never leave. But when Jesus Christ, the fucking proposal as well. Like, Phil wanted to propose at Disneyland to her. They never got to go to Disneyland, so instead they were watching wrestling on the couch one night, and he just fucking suggested they get married, fine. So it wasn't, the proposal was even shit, you know. But yeah, apparently at that time I know they're still struggling and they're still having problems, whatever, and all that shit, you know. But fuck me, but nah. She wanted a pet cat, Phil said no. She wanted to marry him, but Phil said it would be a responsible cause of his financial problems at the time. I believe the word he said was it'd be irresponsible for him to marry Leanna if he may have to go through a bankruptcy, and that would mean she's on the rope as well for the bankruptcy. You know, it's like, so I believe that was the wording and the terminology that Phil used at the time for saying that he can't get married, you know, to Leanna at that time, because he blamed the potential future bankruptcy for just kind of trapping her essentially. It's funny how that was not a problem whatsoever for Kat, though. You know, fast forward to, you know, when Phil got dumped off Leanna, and then Kat moved in not long afterwards, and then Phil went through a bankruptcy very quickly, while being married to Kat with a pet cat. On top of things. It's just, yeah, bizarre. But thank you to Kel Denson for popping her 17-month bingo Barry measure. As she's saying, she has good taste. Florida and Hawaii are amazing. I don't know about Hawaii, also, you know what I mean? I don't know much about Hawaii, other than the fact that it's like it seems like a lovely place to go. You know what I mean? I've never been to Florida either, but I've heard good things. But yeah. My only experience of America was on the west coast of America, like California. You know, the only time I set foot in American soil was being in California, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and all that shit, you know what I mean? But I really enjoyed it all, you know, so I'd love to go back one day. It'd be great to go to America again. Just taking you know, I don't know, eat the food. I've said this before, I'd love to go to America, like New York, and eat the pizza. You know, I want to fucking see how good New York fucking pizza is. It's apparently fantastic. But nah, one day, who knows, I might get back to America one day.
that time period of my life. The way I see it, there's 3 eras that I've had. The early days, that time period, and the modern time period. Those are 3 completely different eras that I have been doing content creation. And that is so long in the past, I never even think about it. Not at all. Mozzie did a $2 super chat. It's disrespectful for people to bring up the X. Well, here's the thing. She has nothing to do with anything. You know what I'm saying? Nothing at all. She has nothing to do with me in the modern day. She doesn't affect anything in the modern day. She's moved on and has her own life, and I respect that. I have my own life. She respects that. There's no reason to ever bring her up. It's only these obsessive freaks. You know, again, the same obsessive freaks that hunt down people from my past, family members who I don't talk to, and try to bring them into their online drama has nothing to do with anything. I'm not affected by it, and I don't have anything to do about it, right? Nothing. Zero. These people are just weird. They're fucked in the head. Have a good night, Dig Bix. What a nice name.
Thank you very much, by the way, to WPIG for raiding the stream. Very kind of you indeed. We're almost won bingo. We're about to win bingo, I think, but we're very close to it. But yeah, we're 2 spaces away from a full house. So yeah, thank you once again, WPIG.
I never really played the Trials franchise. I think I played the Trials once ever. That was it. Okay. Guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
And we're now 1 space away because the bad man stood up. Where is it? Where is it? Yes. Burger. There you go. So we have 7 free spaces, but we have 8 spaces left. So yeah, we just need Phil to say or do one more goddamn thing. Or, you know, or if we get 75 likes, we've won bingo. If Phil snorts 4 more times, we win bingo. If we get 3 more members, we win bingo. Yeah, either new or renewed as well. So there you go, there's plenty of ways to win bingo. Although that last method sounds like I'm begging, so I don't like to fucking promote that. But yeah, we just need Phil to kind of, you know, say something or do something on his board.
Okay, sorry, there was a detractor trying to sneak through my window, so I just ran up, I smashed him in the head, and he fell out the window. And I continue my stream. Okay, so what else would you guys like to talk about? We still have some time. Please tag me in the chat. Thanks for the early support. Let's get some support, notably. We're only at 25. Let's get to $50 support right now to keep the momentum going. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen later this week. I literally have no idea what's going to happen later on this week with this internet. So let's have some good streams now when we know that I can do them because the street is working, okay?
Somebody ask him about his workout routine again. We need a fucking gym douche moment.
We're getting some single kicks over on Kick. Thanks for that. Most tasteless. Ian Jombis. Can't even say that. XBT. Thanks, guys, for those kicks.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit.
Did I ever have a possible collab I turned down that I ended up regretting? The only, I would say...
Side scrollers. Wait, didn't turn them, didn't know. Yeah, sure enough. But yeah, I think it was, I still honestly can't believe he turned down Lolca Live. Although, that was probably more to do with Keemstar than anything else. I don't think the money was what, you know, I'll say he would have fucking loved the money, but I just don't think he felt himself like he could trust doing anything with Keemstar. You know? So, who fucking knows? Let's see, will he have an answer for us?
Only thing that I kind of wish I did do once, all right? This was many, many years ago, all right? Back in the day, I was contacted by the Creatures, notably SSOHPKC, and his group that he streamed with and did content with the Creatures. And he was like, dude, just so you know, we're actually going to be in your local area. And we are fans of yours, and we'd actually like to meet up and just hang out. Whether or not we even make content isn't even a big deal. We just like to meet you and just have a conversation and talk and everything. And that was kind of nice that he reached out like that to be nice. And I should have said yes, but I actually turned it down because at the time, if I remember correctly, it was relatively close to when I just moved here. And I was, you know, very hectic. Basically, I was working a lot, trying to make ends meet because I overspent when I moved here, and I was trying to stream as much as I could and get settled in. So
you overspent, and yet somehow it's our fault for you fucking being financially irresponsible.
Basically turned them down, thinking, oh, it'll be fine, they'll be back. Because if you remember, if I remember, they were attending PAX.
The ego on this man. Oh, that's fine, they'll be back. After all, I am Phil Burnell, DSP Gaming. I have fucking so many subscribers, and they're just like creatures. Look. The ego on this idiot, man. Holy shit. They'll be back.
And PAX is Penny Arcade Expo, the gaming convention they do here once a year in Seattle. And I was like, oh, not a big deal at all. They'll be back, and we can just do it again. And in fact, that's kind of how we left it. I said, sorry, I'm going to be busy, but maybe next time. And then I think they broke up. And so it never happened. Like, I literally never...
Well, the Creatures kept going for a few years, or even... They even got fucking taken on board by, like, fucking Achievement Hunter, didn't they? They were a part of the Achievement Hunter umbrella for a small time. I'm not sure they still are. But, yeah, but I think some Creatures were there in some way. I don't know, it's hard to keep track of these fucking days. But, yeah, I mean, when Phil was... The Creatures were still a thing many years later from the story being told. if that makes sense. You know, I think it's only in the last maybe 5 odd years. I don't even know if that's still a fucking thing, personally. But I know they're still going a few years ago.
To hang out or meet any of them. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll say that was kind of disappointing because I never really met any of them after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's see here. I got a super chat. I'm also being told that there were some kicks. Oh, yes. Supportive support. Supportive support sent 100 kicks. Thank you, supportive support, for 100 kicks. That is enough to get on the leaderboard. Thank you for that. What's up, Game Boy? Good morning, or good afternoon. How are you? Good to see you. Dominic just did a $5 super chat. Thank you to Dominic for that. Any other indie games that you would like to play on the horizon? Here's the thing.
Who fucking cares?
I pretty much mapped out what's coming out and what I have time to play. And now with this whole internet thing that's going to happen later in the week, I have no idea what I'm playing. Now it's like the whole future is uncertain because I don't know what's going to happen with these internet upgrades and the problems that could potentially happen. All right. But like, for example, the games that I definitely want to play, I'm interested in, obviously, the Black Ops 7 beta, Battlefield 6, Pokemon ZA Legends, Ninja Gaiden 4, Tormented Souls 2. I'll probably give Outer Worlds 2 a go and see if it's good. I don't know if it's going to be good or boring, but it's going to be on Game Pass. The Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, Black Ops 7's full release, Metroid Prime 4. That's just to name a few that I'm definitely interested in. Now, will there be indie games and things in between there? Sure there will. But the problem is there even time to play any of them when I'm going to be playing all those games and the other games I'm slated to play this week? You see the problem? So, I like to look for indie games when there's time in the schedule to wedge them in. Right now, this is the busiest gaming time of the year. There probably will not be time to be doing indie games at this point, but I'm always open to suggestion. Like, if people know of a great indie game that came out or whatever, I want to know about it so I can look into it. So if anyone has suggestions, Dominic or others, please let me know. But it doesn't mean necessarily that I can play it. And I hope when people suggest a game and it looks good and then I don't play it, I hope the people don't take offense. It usually has nothing to do with, oh, I just don't like your suggestion. It's more like time constraints or what the viewers already are expecting from me. You know what I mean?
Come the fuck in and fuck the fuck off.
Thank you very much, Daniel Cannon, for popping their 7-month bingo banner. Actually, she's saying humility by Keem, no. Humility by Kino, yes. Well, you got to bear in mind as well. Like, well, as I said, I feel convinced as all hell. Keemstar would have been fucking raging at the success that Kino had and like fucking who can fill on to fucking do content with. I am utterly convinced that Keemstar would have been seething that the Kino guys got Phil on board for that fucking long hour. Yeah, I mean, Phil can try and spin it in some sort of way where it's like he fucking snaked in, whatever. That's not really the situation. Like, towards the end, I'm pretty sure Phil was aware, yes, it's not really going to go anywhere. Time to fucking, this has got to fucking partner away is going to happen very soon. But, yeah, but at the same time though, also they made money off each other. Like, Kino are going to be successful doing what they're doing anyway. They got a good, you know, base of support for their antics or whatever. And they made some money off Phil, but probably, I mean, when you think about the money that, obviously, they probably made, well, Phil probably made more money off them than they did off him, if that makes sense. Because the problem, of course, with Phil is he's an insufferable fucking bore. So the fucking second and third time he was on as a fucking guest on Kino Casino, it was like fucking people were fucking begging for something else to happen. Because Phil had nothing new to offer anyone, you know? So the fucking, like, Kino's fans are begging the casino to not have Phil as a guest anymore, like, for fuck's sake. Meanwhile, he was also fucking, you know, I mean, I don't think Phil was in, you know, I mean, he tries to fucking spin it in a way where he was snaking them. No, he fucking wasn't. He's not fucking smart enough to fucking do the snaking. But at the same time, though, you can't really deny that Phil probably fucking came out as a winner in that situation, with the money he made off them. Because he would have made far more off them than they did off him. Like, they would have got a small little bump that first couple of times, but for the most part, his audience were just fucking literally, their audience were begging them to stop fucking inviting him back. It was that fucking boring. But there you go.
See the Black Ops 7 multiplayer trailer? I have not.
But I think, am I right in saying that we have, like, if it's, hold on. Yeah. If we have one more either new or renewed member with one bingo, so if somebody pops their membership message with one bingo, or forget like 75 likes, but yeah, we can be done with bingo right now if somebody pops our membership message thing that they've got, and that would give us a full house. Lo and behold. Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off. Tower Dragon, thank you very much, Tower Dragon. Scream, get us out of here. Fine. We got a free space thanks to that. That's been the 5th person that's popped a membership message, which will get us a free space. So there we go. We've won bingo. We're victorious in bingo. Thank fuck for that.
Burger.
There we go.
Full house. Oh boy, how exciting!
Anyway.
All the burgers have been burgered and we've added $10 to the bingo prize fund. Fantabulous indeed. Thank you very much for that. Great stuff indeed. Now, for the people that have seen the future, is there anything good to gain from watching Phil, or is it just kind of fun? I mean, I assume there's nothing else. It's just Q&A until he fucking just starts gameplay and then it's like fucking done. You know? Like, I assume there's nothing else of value or substance to be gained from Phil's bizarre rambling. Yeah. So what we're going to do, so here we go then. Well, I mean, thank you, Raphael. Let's head so let's go to live DSP, shall we? Let's go to live DSP and see what happens. What's he doing? How's he doing? The bad man's confused. Well, he was given 5 members earlier on.
How does this work?
Only $5 to talk to the channel. Oh, anonymous top tip. Is it big? No, only $4.20.
I don't know how this works.
The bad man's confused.
It's not like they explained it or anything.
$24. He's halfway there. Here we go. Let's see if he'll try and work this out. Can the bad man work this out? I know it's promising, kinda. V for.
I don't get it.
You know, I know.
What? I don't know what I'm doing. They never explained this. The fuck is this? I don't know. How does this work?
Was that on the right? By God, it's cat. I want to see if we can figure this shit out. Wait, where? See, I'm trying to look at myself. Like, so to be fair, I've never played this game. I've never played this game myself, okay? But looking at this puzzle, okay? I'm thinking that maybe... Oh, I have no idea. The first thing, like... I got no idea. Like, what's it meant to connect to? No, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Oh hell yeah, but I know, is this fucking round thing important at all? What was fucking green thing at the top? I got fucking no idea. But yeah, shit, I don't know. Can
they didn't explain how to do
work
this.
It out?
They showed it connecting to a door. There's no door, and there's nothing I could do to connect this. What do they want me to do?
Oh, it's a path thing. Oh, so wait, hold on.
They didn't explain how to do this. They showed it connecting to a door. There's no door, and there's nothing I could do to connect this. What do they want me to do? That's bad. I mean, at least give a premise of how to do the puzzle before you present a puzzle you've never done before.
You know, start from the door and work backwards. That's what I would do.
I have no idea what they want me to do.
We try cooking the stuff to the right hand side.
Power unit. What power unit? Do you see a power unit? What power unit?
Was that not the thing you were shooting at?
I don't even see a power unit.
Isn't that isn't that this thing here? The green thing he was shooting at before? That's gotta be a power unit.
Dark to really see anything anyway. So how do I do this?
If that is not a power unit, then what in the goddamn hell is that? That's gotta be a power unit. It's fucking got a big green bar. It shows you like that to me indicates it's power and it's full power.
It only shows green in this area. Okay.
Good one, Phil.
What the fuck?
Oh hell. Wait, is he getting it? This is a bad man finally understanding. The bad man's finally understanding, it seems.
Okay. I get it now.
I've never played this game before and even I fucking got it before he fucking got it. Fuck this guy. Idiot. Moron. Doesn't deserve to fucking play video games. I've never touched Kronos in my life, neither even I fucking knew what to fucking do. Anyway, God almighty. I'm going to wrap things up there, guys. Thank you very much for joining me with some robust bingo antics on today's stream. Tomorrow, of course, we're back for some more bingo, but a 3x3 card because Phil's not doing a proper podcast. He's fucking having a little short session before he kind of commits to doing all this fucking time for gameplay and all that crap, so who fucking cares. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up how I always wrap things up by putting notorious PIG contributions made by supremely talented Pixar Animations. I do hope you all enjoy say a Monday, whatever you end up doing, and yeah, I will catch you all later for some more bingo. Until then, have a good night, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
Alright, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Alright, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.